Streaming time. It's time for another stream. The first of, I think I put first of like 1,024 or something. That's hopefully a joke. I mean, I don't think I can stream 1,000 times, in the time the banner has remaining. But anyways, hello. We're continuing the grind for C6. I want to emphasize, by the way, I had some thoughts that I think I didn't emphasize enough, like in my initial stream. Maybe I did, I just don't remember. I think it's extraordinarily highly unnecessary to go for this C6, and I think it's honestly a mistake, realistically. Because I'm going to continue, by the way, and don't worry about that. I'm going to continue, but I think it's a mistake, because Arlecchino is so good, even with like just C0R1, that like it's just highly unnecessary at a baseline. To even have what I already have, right? Like, it was unnecessary to go this hard into it in the first place. As always, I should take my own frickin' advice, right? But I do stupid things in the moment for content, especially for wishing videos. So, anyways, the circumstance is that this is highly unnecessary, and if we like plan around, if I'm being smart, planning around like, you know, future 5-stars that might release for polearms, or 4-star characters, there's none in 4.7. There is probably not any in 4.8, but there, you know, if 4.8 might have like a polearm 4-star, which as long as they don't have a super relevant C6 should be fine. And then 5.0 is like a big up in the air, right? They're probably going to release a polearm 5-star during the 5.0 patches, but like, is that coming out a year from now? Is that coming out in the start of 5.0? Is that, because like the start of 5.0 is in like August, September. That's not that long away as far as like saving for wishes goes. And if I exhaust the majority of my easy to acquire exploration quest-based wishes in trying to get C6 Arlecchino, that removes the avenue for just grinding in the future too, right? So it's like I'm almost double dipping in like using all of my savings and using my untouched savings of the exploration, right? So it's unnecessary. But anyways, we're getting C6 with this one. Rumors the Pyro Archon is a polearm. Really? Ain't no way the Polearms Only gets another Pyro polearm, but it's another frickin' Archon. Look, okay, I hope, maybe I'll eat these words. I do not think we're gonna get another freaking Archon on this account. We already have 2. Sorry. Yeah, no, 2, yes, correct. And like, there's no bow Archon, right? Like, I absolutely thought they would just make them a supportive bow-oriented unit. It's like my vibe for the Pyro Archon should be on a mechanical level is a dynamic attack buffer. By dynamic, I mean like not Bennett. like Chevrolet's attack buff, but their main role would be like doing the attack buffing. But they're also, the Pyro Archon is going to be a Pyro off-fielder that probably doesn't apply as much Pyro as Xiangling, but applies more Pyro than anyone else other than Xiangling as far as off-field Pyro goes, because where there's like no off-field Pyro options in the game. And then they're going to do a attack buff that's not going to be as like high as Bennett's buff, but it's going to be to all teammates from off-field. And right, like Farina style, but attack buff meeting, and it's gonna have some like condition, whatever, and then she's gonna have like off-field damage. So she's gonna be a very good unit. That's a niche that like we need more off-field Pyro options, and there's a need for an attack buffer in the game that is not Bennett. Like, I think Arlecchino illustrates that, where Arlecchino can feel a lot different with a big attack buff character like Bennett, but she feels terrible with Bennett in my experience. So anyway, Venti, oh yeah, sorry, man, this is like the second or third time I forgot Venti exists. So, sorry, Claymore, I guess, is the one. And let's be real, Venti doesn't exist. There is an Animo Archon in the game, and his name is not Venti. So, anywho's, we'll see. If it's a polearm, I'll be surprised. But yeah, if it's a polearm, it would, like, that's an example. Like, if the Pyro Archon is a freaking polearm, yay, another Pyro character, but hey, you know, it probably would be more valuable, for example, to save until the Pyro Archon comes out in this context, and then get, like, instead of getting C6 Arlecchino, try to get C2 of the Pyro Archon, and maybe their weapon. That would be smarter. That's what I want to emphasize here. By making this decision, I am potentially pretty severely hurting my ability to acquire future characters. Potentially. So, That is to say, honestly, in some sense. So I can tell you my stopping point for going for C6 Arlecchino is once we get to pity, or once we get our next 5-star, if it's a 50-50 loss, then I'm just gonna stop, right? Even if like the next 10 pull is an early 5-star and it's a 50-50 loss, because even if it's a next 10 pull and it's a 50-50 loss, that would mean I have to like probably most likely I'd have to grind another 70 wishes or 60 wishes to get the C5, and C5 itself is not very valuable, and then I need to grind another 75 for the chance at C6, and then win the 50-50. So like losing the 50-50 for C5 is the determiner for how actually worth it is to do this, and that's what I'm willing to risk. Basically, I'm willing to see if it's worth the risk to try to go further. So, no, we're not getting R5. F no. Honestly, her weapon, her weapon has been, hopefully the people watching this video saw, both live and any VOD watchers, saw me use Jade Spear. Like, Jade Spear in the Chevreuse team, which has a lot of attack buffs going on. Jade Spear is very similar in performance, but this lets her, on field a little bit longer, so it's still better than Jade Spear. But I honestly thought her weapon is going to be, on a how much damage she can output level, I thought this weapon was going to be better than it actually is. on Polearms Only, because of the fact that we don't have access to as many buffers. It's a very good weapon on her, but as I said in the previous stream, the place where I noticed it the most is just exploration stuff. And it just makes her feel a little bit smoother by making sure even when you screw up, you get enough Bond of Life to have some amount of infusion going on. So it's a more... It helps make her playstyle more forgiving, helps her make her feel a little bit better in Overworld, not that she feels bad in Overworld. So, the weapon was basically not necessary, and I think if I hadn't done the money spending, I probably would have not gone for the weapon first in favor of going for Constellations. And anyways, I'm also considering, particularly if we do get C6, I'm also considering, and this again would be it really affects potential future acquisition of characters, and I'll probably do a poll to see general community sentiment, because this is more something in my own head, less than something I've seen my viewers say. But I have my own personal qualms with the fact that I spent money on Polearms Only to get the extra Arlecchino, and whatever. But functionally, right, if the money I spent got me 2 extra 5-stars, right? To simplify it down, the money I spent for that video gave me 2 extra 5-stars. The weapon is not really relevant, so functionally we can just ignore it. It's not relevant enough to worry about. So functionally, the main thing of value, which is particularly relevant if we do end up somehow getting C6, we get lucky enough to get C6, is that spending money did give us 1 copy of Arlecchino, right? And is my kind of weird wishy-washy logic, to be clear, but using that under that logic, right? If we get C6, I think my intention would be to throw away a pity's worth of wishes, to try to balance out the fact that I spent money, because I had to spend money for the gimmick of the video. I can't make a video that's titled "Spending Money in Genshin," I have to put actual money on the line rather than just being because I could have made that video, right, for pulling Arlecchino. I had enough pulls that was the equivalent of spending 3 top-ups, right? I had enough pulls saved up that was the equivalent to 3 top-ups anyways. And I could have just done it like that, but that's just straight clickbait in my opinion, because there's a difference between putting actual money on the line as a video and Primo Gem equivalent to spending money, right? That's why I did it like that. So, I don't know. But I have personal qualms with the fact that I spent money on getting the extra Arlecchino, and as little difference as I think it functionally made, because if I hadn't spent money, I would probably have C2 R1 or C3 R0, right? I don't know exactly what I would have decided if I didn't spend the money, but I'd probably have C2 R1 as my guess, right? And that would be more than fine. And then we would not be grinding. We would be able to build up savings for the Pyro Archon if they're a polearm, or whatever other Pyro polearm exists in the future, because we only get Pyro polearms. And yeah, we'll see, right? Point is, this is unnecessary and it's a mistake. I wanted to emphasize that. I think this is a mistake to do. I'm just doing it anyways. and we're at least gonna get to pity. We're at least or the next 5-star, right? And in that vein, I should outline what I did yesterday, notably. So I played a little tiny bit, I think, after my stream on Saturday, a couple days ago. And then, oh, by the way, go check out Jeff's VOD from earlier this morning. He ended up, like, by the way, we very informally structured that, in case anyone watched it. So Jeff actually played on Polearms Only today, and he cleared Abyss on this account. Unfortunately, he had a whole lot of ping issues, so he wasn't able to like mess with things, and he was tired. So like originally, I was hoping to jump on a call with him after, and that was kind of the plan. But he was tired enough and ping issues that like, unfortunately, oh well, right? But it was still fun seeing him do things and seeing him be like, okay, what the frick do I do to like use Polearm Only characters to clear? And we'll see. We might end up doing more in the future. He didn't like hard commit to that. He said, but he was kind of open to the idea. So that was really cool to see. So thank you to Mr. Zajeff, as for some reason he's seen this clip, for doing that. Hopefully I get to actually talk to him in the future, because there's some stuff like that was much more nuanced in Polearms Only that I think is more interesting to talk about outside of the context of what he experienced, because a lot of what he experienced was mostly that like Chevriss was a ridiculous game changer for Polearms Only. He himself mentioned like he doesn't even think Chevriss C6 was necessary for Polearms Only to make a big difference, and I agree. I think Chevriss could be C0 on this account, and like she still would have made about the same difference. She just opened up a stupid number of team combinations that like gives me so many more options to deal with the Abyss now. Chevriss was the big difference maker, and then especially in conjunction with the fact that in going for C6 Chevriss, right? In case you don't recall, I got C6 Chevriss in the same pull that I got C3 Raiden. Like, so, like, you know, which was obviously lucky. I've gotten lucky on this account, but also, right, what Zajeff experienced was like more the effect of how hyper invested this account is after existing for 2 years, and there's nothing more to do other than hyper invest in characters. But anyways, the hyper investment into Arlecchino doesn't make sense at this point. I want to emphasize that. That's all. C2, maybe C3 would have been the smart stopping point. These don't really make sense on a like return on investment level, and I'm talking like investment of primo gems and whatever. So anywho's, why did I start talking about Zajeff? And I was trying to branch to something else. But anyways, check out the VOD, I guess, from Zajeff. It's possible like a Zajeff daily clip might be made by the person that runs the Zajeff daily channel, which I think is unofficial. I might make it, I don't know. I was potentially going to make an edited video from it because of the ping issues. It's kind of like not that interesting of a video, I think, to make. But check it out. He didn't play for that long because tired and ping issues. And Zajeff, by the way, is really bad. Like I specifically was like, hey, so like what time are you planning on streaming? Because sometimes you stream really early in the morning for me, I think was my wording. And he's like, my sleep schedule's so terrible anyways, you won't have to wake up early. And then he ends up streaming at 4 a.m. my time. And I'm like, God damn it. Like I set an alarm for 8 a.m., which is early. Like I woke up early. I set an alarm for 8 a.m. And that, like, I'm a bit of a night owl, to be clear, right? I do not sleep like 12 hours a day. I'm not a toddler, believe it or not. And anywho's, so he was streaming for like 4 hours before I was available, and I was like, dude, can you just, all you had to do was give me a time and it would have been fine. I could have gone to sleep early or just stayed up, honestly. You know what's funny? I think I actually fell asleep an hour or so before he started streaming. That's like, I only got like 5.5-ish hours of sleep. That's nice. So, God dang it, Zajeff, I could have literally just stayed up. Anywho's, but dude, just give me an actual time next time. Just be a little bit. It was my fault too. I should have just pressured him for time. Anywho's, let's yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might, like I said, I haven't decided. I'm just mentioning all my thoughts in the last like literal day about what I might do to like balance out, if we get C6 Arlecchino in particular, balance out the fact that I spent money on it. If we don't end up with C6 Arlecchino and we like say we lose a 50-50 for C5, which is, there's a 50% chance of that. We lose a 50-50 for C5, C4, then again, in the logic of we got 2 extra 5-stars, one of them being the weapon, which doesn't make that much of a difference, and we got an extra copy of Arlecchino functionally from the banner. from spending money, then the most notable thing of difference is that, you know, oh, it got us to C4. Woo! Like, we would have been able to get C3. Like, what's evident is that with the luck I had, we would have been able to get C2R1 or like C3 without spending any money. And C4 itself does not make that much of a difference, and the weapon does not make that much of a difference. So I hopefully that logic is appropriate to people. Like, we would have ended up with a very high constellation, a strong Arlecchino regardless of spending money. But if the money does enable, that's why my logic is, if the money enables us to functionally get to C6, then, like, indirectly enables, because I'm not spending any more money, but if it indirectly enables me to get to C6, then I'm going to seriously consider just to compensate for that, just throwing away wishes. To be, like, functionally equivalent of, like, as if I just had grinded out those wishes ahead of time, kind of thing, right? Anyways, we'll see. Overload, Vapor, Mono, Pyro, Caesar, R1, Arle. Depends on your preferences. And the situation a little bit. I really like Overload Arlecchino, particularly on Polearms Only. On my main account, if you want, someone can remind me towards the end of the stream. If I switch to my main account, I can show you the Burgeon variation. That's much more high investment, to be clear, very much more high investment. And I purposely decided to not show that team, this version of the Burgeon Arlecchino team on the Burgeon Arlecchino video, because it was too high investment, and it was also a, like, dual DPS with hybrid Raiden, and I didn't need to have a whole 3-minute spiel in the video about hybrid Raiden and how. But anyways, it's the most fun one to me so far. That's what I'm enjoying on my main account right now, with Raiden on an MH build, or sorry, Arlecchino on an MH build, Raiden on her hybrid build that I've talked about, shown before. So anyways, let's get the 10 pulls out of the way. So the quests I did yesterday, and this was mostly like I was just like alt tabbing into the game, and like I had a car, like an hour car ride to doing a family visit. Like my sister was having a birthday party for her kid, and oh, thank you, Squishy Chimchin. Welcome to my bosses. Let me know if you feel free to message me on Discord or message one of my mods, Squishy, because there's a special Discord role I can give you. Appreciate it. So, anywho's, it's possible we could see Zigzag Arlecchino right here. I said earlier in the chat that, you know, if by some crazy chance we get Zigzag Arlecchino in this stream, which is not going to happen, I will give away a whole bunch of Welkins. I didn't commit to a number, but you know what? I'm not going to spend money on this account, but I'm more than comfortable just like being nice to my viewers that support the channel. But I need to put something on the line for it. I don't just like doing a giveaway. I want to be like, nah, if something unlikely happens, like Mihoyo has to earn the money is my point. So, right. Anywho's, I wasn't recording the whole spiel. That's fine. I'll record these. Let's do the temples. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of quests. If you're wondering where I got all these from, I got to level 40 in the Inazuma tree. I did Senka's Sakura cleansing ritual. I did the Kazuha story quest. I did the Wanderer interlude Archon story quest. I did the first part of the Fontaine story mission. I did Caribert. And then I did a whole bunch of stuff in the Sakura or in Inazuma. So I'm basically, Inazuma is now at the point of like I only have like one more level in the statue. I could get to level 50 in the tree, right? But it's probably properly at the diminishing returns point. I will probably still do a little bit of stuff in Inazuma, because I have the treasure compass that might help with things. But now it makes more sense. Now that I got that done with Inazuma, basically, now I'm gonna focus more on like, you know, Chenyu Vale and whatever else. I also 100%ed this overworld area section of the new area because this is very, very easy to 100%. So, anywho's, let's see what we get. And then we got enough viewers. Let's do the temples. This is the stuff I farmed over the last couple days, doing mostly Inazuma quests and some other story quests. Wait, is this enough for 2 temples? No, it's not. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna do 1 temple for now, and then we are going to do another temple in a little bit because it's not enough. But that's fine. Actually, no. We'll probably get Star Glitter. Well, assuming we get a 4-star character, which I'm rambling. The Blam. And was that the right banner? I think so. Yes. Okay. How am I getting this many earlies, man? Well, as I said before, am I recording? Yeah, I am recording. Good. If this is not a 50-50 win, I'm probably not continuing. I want to emphasize that. Okay? Because I think it just doesn't make sense. Although the fact that this is early makes it really awkward, because this is at like 40 pity. Or we were at 30 pity before, so this is between 30 and 40 pity. That's like 33 pity. I guess we're continuing. I guess the dream is real. The dream is properly real today. That was at like 33 pity. What in the world, man? Okay. Yep. Well, there's C5. Whole spiel about this doesn't make sense. Boy. Well, by the way, that means that I think we got C3 at like 40 pity early. We got C4 at 50 pity early. And then we got C5 at 30 pity. Yeah, now the chance for C6 is very, very real. It's also gonna real hurt if we lose the, like, I can guarantee you we are going to be able to get to another pity. That I am very confident of at this point. Like, I'm gonna be able to farm, my current estimate is I'm gonna be able to farm around at least 30-40 wishes this week. Plus I have like a 10 pull. I basically have a 10 pull right now. So, right, factoring the fact that that was 2 pity in, so we have 8 pity. If I'll be at like halfway to pity this week, and then I have another week. So we're definitely gonna get to pity again. That will not be a problem. But I don't know if we can get to another pity after that. So I sure hope we don't end up just getting stuck with C5. That would be real sad. But man, I don't know. We've won the 50-50 for the first Arle, you know. Then I think we lost the 50-50 for 2 of them. No, sorry, we lost the 50-50 for... Yeah, we lost the 50-50 for 2 of them, and they were like pity-ish. But then early, and all 50-50 wins. And we'll see what C6 is. Do another temple. Oh yeah, I got the shop wishes, so I think I can do another temple. All right, I think that's enough. Well, I swear to God, if this is C6 right here, I mean, I said earlier in the chat, if oh crap, Hoyo was listening. I think I did say they had to earn their money. So if we get C6 here, I mean, I will give. I'll just say I'll give out. I think how many I got, like 200 viewers. You know what? I'll give. Oh frick. I'm gonna have to organize this, to be clear. I don't want to just, because giving random welkins in chat is actually a pain in the butt. I don't know. If let's just. Okay, good. Don't have to worry about it right now. Okay, good. Giveaways are annoying. They're a pain in the butt. That's all. I was gonna say it might not actually be able to do the giveaway this stream. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Hey, a free wish. Let's go. Can't believe. Okay. Well, let's go. So we are at 18 pity. We got another wish here, and we got the monthly reset happening. So I guess let's math this out. We're doing more math to plan out. You must have grinded hard. Yeah, I mean, apparently. No, I mean early, and all 50-50 was... What the frick, man? This is why I had to continue. I had to continue for the chance. Man, it's gonna be real sad if we lose C6. But hey, content, I guess. You know what's dumb, by the way? I didn't record, like, anything of my exploration yesterday because I was just like, I'm only gonna get, like, a 10 pull or so from this exploration. And I'm not gonna get anything from it. Like, I feel like I should have, like, now I don't have any footage to, like, justify that. Right? I feel like if I make an edited video of that, it's just gonna be like, hey, I did some exploration off camera, and then I do a poll and I get an Arlecchino. It feels like I did nothing to earn that, but I did have to spend like 6 or 7 hours playing the game yesterday, to be clear. But still, that was insanely lucky. Anyways, we're not doing a giveaway unless we get C6 Arlecchino in this stream. Which is not going to happen at this point because I'd rather do 10 pulls. 10 pulls are just a lot more exciting. Is all it comes down to. So, sorry, the giveaway is not happening this stream, but I will probably, you know what, I will commit. If we end up getting another early in like a future live stream this week, I want to specify this week, because if it's not this week and it ends up being like I have to spend 30 hours playing Genshin next week to farm it out, no, that's too much work. But if I get another early and it's a 50-50 win, I will give out 10 Welkins. Okay, that's my commitment. If I get another early and it's a 50-50 win for C6 Arlecchino, I will give out 10 Welkins. Mahoya, if you're listening, you want to earn that money, there you go. How I will give them away, I'll figure out later. But that's what I'll commit at this point. Oh, good lord. We're for those that are just joining, we just got an early 5-star from the wishes I grinded yesterday off camera. We got C5. Oh boy. Oh boy, the dream is actually real. I can't believe it. Okay, what are we doing this stream now? Now I'm all kerbobbled. Kerfuffled. So, anyways, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's math it out. Okay. One thing I forgot to do with my previous math. So let's math out the next let's math out to Friday. All right. Okay. So. Oh boy. Okay, so we have 2 wishes. No, we have 1 wish right now, functionally. Which means we're at 19 pity, right? Okay, we're at 19 pity. So, and soft pity is 75, right? So, sorry, soft pity is technically 74, but I'm just going to say 75 for approximation. And if it takes anything past 75, it's just like a little bit more grinding. I mean, a little bit more grinding might be like 4 hours of grinding, but it'd be fine. So 75. Minus the 19 penny we currently have, we need 56 more wishes, right? So, Abyss resets. That is, let's just do that, right? So Abyss resets, that's 600. Plus the 5 wishes from the monthly reset is happening at the same day. This is assuming the Abyss will be clearable fully, easily, but I'm just assuming that with the level of investment the account is now at, that I will be able to clear. Although I do not plan to activate Arlecchino Constellations to clear this current Abyss. I want to beat this current Abyss without activating Arlecchino Constellations, right? I don't want anyone saying like, it's the money you spent that enabled you to clear. So, anywho's, let's try to estimate this, right? So that's anyways, where's the shop, which is right down here, right? Yeah. It resets in a day or two. So that's plus 800 primos, right? So that's basically a 10 pull right there. Just from the completing the stuff that hopefully doesn't take too long. We'll see. And then what do we got? We got dailies. So let's factor in that. I do have a Welkin going right now. Which I will probably continue to do because I do Welkins basically whenever it's just an easy way to build up supplies. I've tried to keep the account low spender on purpose, but I haven't bought Welkins every single month or anything. There was at least, I think, like a 6-month gap in me spending Welkins, but then like when we started to hear about Chevriss and I was like, oh crap, this character has a relevant C6, I bought like a couple Welkins, and I think I've had Welkin going since Chevriss. Although no, there might have been a month gap in between because obviously it's been a bit of time since Chevriss released. But anyways, point is, I've got a Welkin going right now. So there's that factor, but that's kind of what I've always done on this account. So that's 150 wishes per day, right? And we have 4 more days, so that's another 600. So this is seeing. I want to see how feasible it is to reach pity by Friday. Basically, that's kind of my goal. That's 2,000 primos. Okay, and from there, what do we? Oh yeah, we have the event going currently. I did the first part of the event already yesterday, and this is 70 per stage, so this is the standard 480 per, so we have 410 remaining there. Okay, plus 410. And assuming it takes to pity, we have to do, at least, it would take 60, so we need like 60 wishes, basically. If we're doing 6-10 pulls, that should be at least like 4 wishes refunded. We'll be optimistic, assume like with early 5 stars and 4-star characters, we might get more like 5 wishes refunded, so that'd be another 800 primos equivalent. And that puts us at 3,200 primo gems just for like at a baseline before any grinding, essentially, is my estimate. So that's 20 pulls. So can we grind? So the question then becomes, can I grind out 40 pulls this week? That's to get to pity, right? This is ignoring any chance for earliest, which apparently might happen again, because that's how my luck is going. Mahoyo really likes this account, apparently. I can't. Okay. Anywho's. What artifacts are that? I'm just using 2-piece for now. I am farming her artifacts, but speaking of, we should actually do that. Did I? Oh, wait. I gotta go to... Well, I can condense one more resin. We can go farm that artifacts. I need to level her normal attack talent a little bit more today as well, because the week resets, so we can go fight the knave. And, yeah. So, yeah, supports matter on their constellations, yes. Supports matter, in fact, more. Especially on, well, certain constellations matter on Polearms Only, like C6 Shivers, quite relevant. Shivers, at a baseline, more relevant than C6 Shivers, but, you know, C4, Chungling, quite important. C6 Candace, actually very important for this account, right? But like I have all of the most relevant supportive constellations at this point for existing characters, Polearm characters. C4 Rosaria would be nice, but I need one more Rosaria. It should be feasible to get that, even if I throw all my wishes in the garbage. Then Toma, I think, is the only one with relevant constellations, and like he has relevant constellations, but it's also not like he has been getting more use now that Shivers exists. And I don't feel like I used to feel like his constellations would have been necessary to make him feel really relevant, but now that we have Shivers, and I don't think it's that relevant anymore. Basically, like, I don't need it. It would just be like, hey, it'd be cool to have. Like C6 Toma, for example, would have been nice to have for using with Hu Tao in a number of circumstances. But now it's just like, okay, I have enough options. I have frickin' C5 Arlecchino. I don't need 15% normal attack bonus because I have 8,000% normal attack bonus in this. So, anywho's, point is, I don't really need the supportive or 4-star constellations at this point on this account, but that is good logic in general. Hoyo loves this account. This is the luckiest I've seen. Yeah, I know, right? We've spent, yeah, to be clear, I think the total amount of wishes we've spent now has been... should we check? I guess we should check. So weapon took 2 pity. We did have a slightly increased chance to get the weapon because of the... It looks like we wasted a few wishes on that too, but that's fine. Again, the weapon was the least necessary, like the least useful part. Yeah, I think the weapon took a 2 pity. Yeah, it did. Okay. We did have because of the almost bow I got from Steph's Sands banner, it was a slightly higher chance. It was a 50% chance instead of the standard, like 37.5. So it was lucky. That was functionally a 50-50 win, right? And then, so that's about, we'll just say like 60, 65 wishes there, I think, approximately. And then, actually, we'll say 70 because it went over. That 10 pull went over. So we'll say 70 from weapon banner. And then let's just keep on clicking until we get back to win. I think we had 20 pity to start, to be clear. But we'll check. Let's see. I actually don't know. My estimate with the Star Glitter refunded pulls that we got, it's probably around 500 at this point. But having C5 with 500, C5 R1 with 500 wishes is really lucky. It's not insane, to be clear. Like, there's people that have gotten luckier, but it's pretty lucky. Did you hear that right? It took 2 pity. No, by 2 pity I meant two TOO, right? Not TWO. Not the number. So no, we have gotten a lot of earlies, to be clear. We've gotten 3 early. The last 3 Arlecchinos we got were all early. I think one was at 40, one was at like 50, and one was at the 32 pity that we just got a few minutes ago. So we've gotten 3 Arlecchinos in the equivalent that it takes many people to get 1 Arlecchino. To be clear. So very lucky. Let's see. Yeah, my estimate is about 500 wishes that we've spent so far, I think. Oh, that was on the 50-50 losses. Yep. Okay. You think? Do you guys think Kekfin's Polearm Only account can catch up anytime soon? Okay, I think that was the first Arlecchino we got. Yeah, I think my estimate was pretty close. Actually, it might be a little bit less. Okay, yep, there's the Shao, and then we had like 20 wishes to start, so something like that. So 90, let's say 93 times 5 plus the 70. Yep, I was almost exactly correct. 535 wishes, right? Is the current amount we've spent to get C5. And we'll see if we get C6. That's not like the most insane. I think the average rate for like a C6 when you factor in earlies and 50-50 ones and everything is like 700 wishes. So if we go to pity for C6, lose the 50-50, and then if we were go to pity again to get the guaranteed C6, that would be like basically about average essentially. So it's very much possible we still wind up in the average, but it's also possible now with how lucky we've gotten in the last 3. Because like C1 and C2 are actually pretty unlucky, right? It took like pity and guarantees. So anywho's, let's yeah, it's really been the last 3 Arlequinos that have felt very lucky. The initial ones were like relatively standard. Anywho's, yeah. So anywho's, let's go. He hasn't uploaded in ages. Oh, has he not? Oh, okay, interesting. I haven't. Sorry, I haven't paid attention to Kekvin. Or has he not done any Polearms? I know he hasn't done any Polearm Only videos in a while. So he's. I was mostly just making a joke because yeah, obviously. Okay, we haven't even done dailies today. Let's go. Man, what the frick do I do? I think Chen Yu Veil is what I wanted to do. But let's go do the boss fight quick though, because we can try to get her normal attack to level 9, and that'll be a nice increase for her. And yep, I hope everyone watching gets as lucky as I just as I have with my recent pulls. I hope I didn't steal everybody's luck. Oh yeah, I didn't even factor in the story wishes. I haven't finished the story wishes yet, by the way. Like I still have like I think 5 more wishes I can get from completing the Fontaine story, and I can just like have my phone going while I'm like doing other shifts. That's kind of how I did some of the stuff I did yesterday. While I was in the car ride and doing D&D with friends, I can just passively do story content that is very just dialogue heavy. Let dialogue play in the background, tab in, press yes to whatever dialogue interaction. Yeah, I think let's go do the Chen Yu Veil quest, I think, and then we're just going to do like exploration along the way, is my current thinking. It might be more efficient to do... like as far as like getting wishes faster, it might be more efficient to do like Fontaine, honestly. General Fontaine area stuff, or like the new area, just because I think they're like more dense potentially, and also like contribute towards like the levels in the fountain, whereas this has the levels in the thing, and I don't know how much that gives you. Like I think it only gives you like 2, and that might require collecting all the things. But this is a more like condensed one and done area. Once I get most of Chen Yu Veil done, it's just done, right? Whereas like Fontaine is a longer like mental investment, is why. So anywho's, Kevin uploaded a Polearms Only vid 3 days ago. Yeah, it's probably I assume acquiring video. He did message me, I think, that he got Arlequino and he got 1 Zhongling, which gave him C4 Zhongling, which is a very significant improvement for his account because he didn't have C4 Zhongling. Oof. Am I the only person that won't pull Arlequino? I mean, she's not necessary. She's an on-fielder. She's not. She's like, she's a pyro DPS, right? Like, I have no need for her on my main account, for example. Like, she does nothing for me on my main account other than like she's a fun character to play. I really like the amount of teams she feels useful in. By the way, I first wanted to just get these 2 waypoints, and then I will go do the quest. But I don't know. She's very fun. I really like this character, but I don't know. The reason everyone's pulling for her is because she's quite strong and she's a very flashy DPS that feels really good to use. At least when you don't have your skill on cooldown. I could use Third Burst to get that, but it's fine. Let's... I don't have... Let's see if we can get... Yeah, there we go. Oh, you didn't die. God dang it. Okay. Okay. There we go. It's fine. That's a precious chance, huh? Thank you, game. And let's shoot that. Bam. Does this make sense to the pole Arlequino if you don't have any polearms? I mean, yeah, Arlequino's not reliant on having polearm characters. I mean, I really like Chevre's teams with her, but Chevre's is realistically, I think all signs are pointing to Chevre's being rerun on... Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say all signs are pointing to her being rerun on Chlorine's banner because from what we've seen of her beta kit, Chlorine definitely seems like you want to play her in Dendro most likely. I think she'll be functional in Shiver's teams because Shivers makes kind of any competent on-field Electro or Electro Pyro DPS is pretty competent. So, anyways, I don't know. Chlorine looks super fun, by the way, but she doesn't do that much of mechanical interest, is what I would describe her as. I went the wrong frickin' direction. Oh, if you have any weapons for her. That makes much more sense. I'm a dumb. Look, I'm a Polearms Only boy. My brain is focused on Polearms Only mode. I'm sorry. That makes more sense. Yeah, if you don't have any polearms, I mean, White Tassel's very good for her. But it's probably going to make her damage feel a bit more reliant on Bennett. But I mean, I myself, but at the same time, it still depends on like what your preferences are in the game. I myself showed like using this weapon on her in like my first impressions live stream that I did the day after her banner on this account, at least. And like her in this team, for example, her damage goes from like 60k in the first few normal attacks to like 40k if I use White Tassel and I don't have Bennett, right? And that's a downside. That's a pretty big potential DPS loss. But we're talking signature versus a 3-star weapon, right? And it was still enough damage that, especially with competent teammates potentially that can be doing their own damage, because you don't have to just structure a team around teammate that does no damage, teammate that does no damage, and teammate that does no damage for the purpose of just buffing Arlecchino to heck and high beyond. You can have teammates that do actual damage, right? So she has good enough options in like the event weapons in Dragon's Bane. In the Blacklift Pole is a good enough generic stat stick that you can get. You know, if you're willing to spend $10 for the Battle Pass, Deathmatch is very good, right? Dragon's Bane is very good for vape context or potential Burgeon shenanigans. Same thing with Mrs. Windspear. Like, she has plenty of usable weapons is what I would describe it as. I'd say the main thing she suffers from, though, is not having a good craftable, I don't think. I mean, this weapon, I guess, is... yeah, I would probably recommend Blacklift Pole over, like, any of the craftables, realistically. But White Tassel is your craftable equivalent for Oak, you know? Which is in some ways better than a craftable, because it doesn't require billets. So, anyways, I have her on 2-piece for now. So Jeff actually mentioned he thought Echoes might be better. And speaking of, you know what? Screw it. Let's switch to Echoes. I do technically have a 4-piece Echoes build here. It's a worse build though. Well, it's actually not that much worse. It does have 10% less crit rate, which brings the average damage down quite a lot. But the attack percent is higher, and the crit damage is basically the same. So this 4-piece Echoes build, compared to like a 2-piece might be an option. I don't recommend Echoes though. It has ping reliance problems. So like if my ping goes over 100 milliseconds, I think the set bonus stops working. So, you know, but yeah, 2-piece combos. She feels good in 2-piece to me. And she works on a lot of 2-piece combos too. So depending on how long you played the game, you know, you might have a lot of 2-piece combos to make her feel competent, or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like I'm doing relatively the same amount of damage, but I think Echoes, to be clear, when normal attacks hit opponents, there's a 36% chance to trigger this effect that increases attack damage by, or increases normal attack damage by 70% attack. Okay, yeah. It's weird, like, it requires doing a normal attack, and then your like next normal attack has increased damage, I think, if I recall, is the way it works. But it has to do server checks, and that's why it like doesn't function with high ping. And high ping is not that high. It's like 100 milliseconds, I think, is when it starts to stop working. So, anywho's, yeah, I don't think 4-piece Echoes didn't feel that different there, right? At a baseline, it might be better still, but it's really hard to tell. As you can see, you'll probably see. I'll leave her on 4-piece Echoes for now. You'll probably see though, it's going to be relatively similar, is my guess. Is there a 4-star craftable polearm for it? No. White Tassel is what you should probably use over a 4-star craftable polearm. Otherwise, it's going to be the like Dragon's Bane or event weapon, something like that. Does anyone know how long ago? How long ago was it that event wasn't released? I cannot remember. I played the game too long. Okay, okay. You know what? I think Zajev was right. Echoes is better. That is...
An impressive bounty.
Again, like, I can trigger this out right now if I start having high ping because, I don't know, the servers start having a dump. It'll stop working, and then functionally I just have a 2-piece, no-piece combo. But that wasn't like an 80k normal attack I saw there. And that is higher than I see on the 2-piece, 2-piece. So, you know, that actually was more significant than I expected. I definitely should have... In hindsight, I definitely should have tested the set more on the video that I made on Sunday for Polearms Only. That's just to say, like, that makes her even better. Like, on that 2-piece build, I felt like she was better than Hu Tao on this account in most circumstances. And now I already have existing artifacts that are even better. That might be good enough that it makes farming for her artifacts maybe questionable, because I don't know. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to compare 4-piece echoes compared to so this current build compared to an equivalent-ish build that I get in her artifact set, but that's probably going to take 4 months. So, you know, stay tuned for that conclusion. But I'm guessing it won't be that noticeable. It'll probably be nothing, and it won't have ping dependence, which is nice. Anywho's, but yeah, I've done 2-piece combos on my main account and this account. If she feels good, she will probably, I don't know, if you use her a lot, to be clear, like, chances are, you know, if you're a typical player, you're probably intending to use this character enough that it might be worth farming her new artifact set. And the fact that her artifact set is going to be usable on more than just her. It's actually just the Bond of Life artifact set is also going to be functional on Chlorine. And Chlorine's best artifact set, to be clear. Well, okay, asterisk. Chlorine works better with Farina than Arlecchino does. And that means Marche Hunters exists. And I think Marche is still going to technically be slightly better, but I think the problem with Marche and Chlorine is that Chlorine has like free 45% crit rate. So with Marche Hunters, you're at like, you know, 80% crit rate at a baseline without any crit rate substats. So it makes potentially balancing Chlorine stats real weird, but if you have the right combination of artifacts for it, MH is one of Chlorine's best artifact sets with Farina. So, and therefore it makes, you know, the Bond of Life. How do I, what? Did I hit it? I didn't actually hit it. This is really weird. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Why is this one so weird? Normally these are simpler, I feel like. Like, yeah, you just shoot in a line. Like, I can't aim straight up, right? Oh, I hit it that time. Is there a way to just drop out? Oops. I assume the intention is to do this. Oh god. Oh god. Where's the last one? Oh frick. Okay. This is gonna, oh, this one's a little bit annoying. Okay, that's fine. I like challenges that are actually slightly engaging in overworld. What about Moon Piercer for EM? Or like, you know, what is Moon Piercer? Is Moon Piercer craftable? This is a polearm I don't know the existence of. Is that a craftable? Which one is it? Is that the Fontaine craftable or something? Because no, probably. That has HP substat. Although it does give damage bonus with healing. Well, no, then you would have to burst because she can't get healing. So no, no, just no. Sumeru craftable. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Hold spacebar. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's see. I need to turn up the sensitivity, the vertical sensitivity of my mouse for this. Jesus. Oh, frick. Okay. Oh, frick. There's someone over here. I forgot about it. Oh, God. Why? Oh, God. I almost missed that. No, no, no. 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 No, 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 no. Whoa, we got it. Oh, good God. Where's the chest? Hello? Oh, it's over there. Okay. I think the intention was like you go up here and then go back around, circle back there. Good Lord. Yeah, Blackcliff is probably better than the Sumeru craftable. I think the Sumeru craftable requires
something with which to commemorate this occasion.
triggering... Does it require triggering to interactions, or does it just give it a little bit of... Let me just look it up rather than going to the... I don't want to have to warp away right now, since I'm in the middle of Genuine Amber. Moon Piercer... So Moon Piercer, I know, yeah, it has 565 base attack, EM main substat, which means you probably want to use it specifically only in Vape or Virgin Shenanigans. After triggering Burning, Quicken, Aggravate, Spread, Bloom, okay, it is all, the passive only triggers from, and it triggers a leaf on the ground that you can pick up and give you more attack percent, okay. So yeah, that passive is awkward. A lot of people, like, that it's not useless, but a 16% attack bonus for having it engage with the clunky mechanic. It basically just means it's a bad stat stick, and I think Blacklit Pole is realistically going to be a lot better stat stick for most people. Even though Blacklit Pole has not a great stat spread in a lot of contexts, because you don't always have the passive going or anything. So, you know. Oh, you know what? I should heal. Okay. Didn't crit. Sad. I can feel the less crit rate, by the way. This is why I always feel like 80 to 90% crit rate is my like satisfied spot for consistent crits, because I definitely feel the difference between like my previous build as far as consistency of crits go, and this build, which is getting 76% versus 86%, right? So like 10% less crit rate. But the damage increase was high enough from the buff normal attacks that I've seen that it's probably better still. So than the two-piece combos I had. Not to the degree where I'd say farm echoes, but if you happen to have echoes because, you know, I don't know, you farmed your Ziox and you've farmed or either you farmed for Ayato or you farmed for Shao for 10 years, you know, worth using and worth trying. And it's in the strong box, which is something. Is it better than Gladiators? I have no idea. I don't have Gladiators I don't have anywhere close enough of Gladiators pieces to test on this account. I don't see the thing to light that up here. Oh, it's over there. What is going on here? Okay, there must be something I have to interface with to be able to move them. Or can I... Because the way these puzzles work, as far as I'm aware, is like, you know... You trigger them, and then, you know, you can grab it, and they stay glowing for a little bit, right? Wait, oh yeah, I forgot. You don't have to actually put it down in this instance. So, can I get all the way over there? In the time? Oh wait, there's a thing over here. Okay, that's probably what you're supposed to use. Okay, so... Oh, they're moving. Okay, that makes more sense. That's what I kind of expected. Okay. Never mind. Vermilion is actually good with Farina. Oh yeah, thanks to Jeff before the Polearms Only stuff today. He calced Farina, Vermilion on Chlorinde. Okay, now I do this. And because of that like crit rate thing, the issue with MH, Vermilion is quite good on her. Not as good as their signature set or anything, but again, Vermilion with Farina specifically is a competitive option too. I don't know, again, to a degree that I'd say it's worth farming for Chlorinde if you're planning on getting Chlorinde, but it exists. Alright, got that one. Let's go over there. This is always my ideal exploration state where I mean, they do this on purpose, right? This is just like good open world design. Just constantly have things in the player's vision to like continue moving, to almost drown in a puddle, to continue moving towards things like, oh, there's a chest there that's floating, and then, you know, oh, there's a chest here. So just like continually have little things for the player to latch onto to keep on moving around, and then suddenly 3 hours it disappears and you only got 2 wishes.
Illusion shattered. Hands where I can see 'em.
Like, yeah, I'm hitting meaningfully higher normal attack damage in the instances that actually have the passive going, and then the same basically as my two-piece when it's not buff. So it's mostly just the crit rate loss is a weird factor. Oh, I'm near the waypoint. How convenient. Okay, we're gonna get distracted. Go in this direction first because there's a chest this way. Also, there's a challenge over here. Father Bennett, Xing Chui, and some Xing Chui. I just say Xing Chui. Sorry, the Gamba brain rot. I haven't even been playing Xing Chui that much on HSR lately, so this is a little bit weird that my brain that made that mistake. Xing Cho. What was I saying? Yes. 54% actually, and Glad is just 35%. Yeah. Her new artifact set is 54% damage bonus. Versus Glad's 35%, and it also benefits her burst damage most notably. So if you are using her burst, it's potentially relevant. Wait, what? What's going on? Bubbles spawned and it's said to get particles? What? How am I supposed to grab these? What is the intention here? I'm confuddled. A little bit confuddled. I feel like there's supposed to be shooty things that let me shoot through it. But there is a minute. So the goal... Another chest over there. Okay.
Drop your weapons.
I missed. Okay. Weapon free to play white tassel, most likely. That's the baseline recommendation to start from. Just gives you overly high reliance on Bennett, which can be unfortunate, I'd say. If I was free to play and didn't have the weapons, I didn't have like Jade Spear, Helm, whatever, right? Didn't have deathmatch, like, and not willing to spend $10, whatever, which is completely fair. I would probably personally end up using Black Tassel, or not. Yeah, Blacklit Polearm. I was going to say Black Tassel. No, not Black Tassel. The slime damage bonus weapon. I mean, look, against slimes, how bad is Black Tassel on her? It's 80% damage bonus against slimes. That's more than the normal attack bonus, but doesn't have crit, so... No, I'm joking. Don't. Please don't. Yeah, what the frick? How do you do this? What is the intention here? Also, there's another... Is that another puzzle over here? Or is that the one I did? That's the one I did. Yeah, okay. No, I don't have C6 yet. We did get C5, because I'm just getting that lucky, apparently. So, the dream is actually real now. I literally said at the start of the stream that the dream actually being real basically is dependent on getting C5 or not, and it is actually real now. And it means we'll be real sad if we don't get it. But... we'll see. I know we're talking about white tassel, not black tassel. I just thought it was a funny consideration. Like, how bad is black tassel if you are fighting slimes? The primary endgame content in Genshin. I am very confused by this. I don't know how I'm supposed to approach this. That bubble didn't even have any. That one does. Does one of these just have... Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. One of them probably just has the shooty thing. Okay. So, okay, we're spending 12 minutes to get like 2 Primo Gems, by the way. I understand. So it's a wonder I managed to get through so much of Inazuma so quickly. I swear I'm, generally speaking, more focused when I'm not streaming. But also, this puzzle would probably take me a while in general. Why? Okay, this might be impossible. I thought... Oh, there's a thing there. Am I just blind? Has it been there the whole freaking time? Ain't no way. Ain't no way that's been there the whole time. What the frick? Yes, it is crazy that we got C5. Yeah, at this point, it's probably becoming an edited video. Once we get to pity for C6 at least. It hasn't been... Oh, frick. This is so annoying. Okay. No, now I'm just stubborn. I would like... This is absolutely a puzzle that is not... This is one of those circumstances, by the way, of where exploration can still be annoying on Polearms Only. So what we got to test here is... I'm going to have to bring out Mika for this, believe it or not, I think. Can the Harpastum hit these? They can. Okay, we can do this. I believe. Blam. Frick. Okay, no. Shoot that. Do that. Glide over here. Oh, I can... Oh, what? Oh! Oh god, I almost drowned. Okay,
Shine down.
okay, we're good. I thought we were gonna have to like use the harpassum to shoot a bunch of those. I didn't realize Arlecchino could just hit some of them. Alright. So, but anyways, I thought this was gonna be an example like we'd have to spend 10 minutes friggin' trying to shoot things with the harpassum, which like there's a number of puzzles in Polearms Only that like require that. And like there's ones in Fontaine near Rocky, for example, that I've tried a couple times to do, but it's just like you only have like 30 seconds to deal with like 15 balloons or something. And I need a mix of like AoE attacks, but then they're on cooldown, right? And the harpassum to be able to deal with it, and it's probably for like a common chest, so it's just not worth the time. Okay, that took far too long. Okay, let's go. There's 2 chests, 2 directions. How do we even choose? Let's go that direction, because that's a better chest. And then I'm going to put a marker over here. Blam, so I don't forget. There we go, because I'm smart. Anywho's, what am I going to do with Jean? Why do you have a check mark on your name? Who are you? I don't recognize you. I'm very confused. I've never seen this before. And I just alt-tabbed my entire stream monitoring window. Who are you? Why do you have a check mark? I'm very confused. Is that just like you're a verified user? Oh god, are you a verified user? Who are you? Thanks for watching, I guess. Verified user. Who's better than Chi-Chi? What are you gonna do with Jean? Yeah, Jean. I mean, Jean's really useful with Farina. Like a lot of people use her. She got a lot of renewed use with the Farina. Get that. I thought that's all I had to do. So yeah, Jean with Farina is very good. And then there's also the Jean Bennett combo called Sunfire, which is not that good in my opinion. Oh, I didn't see the thing over here. Probably have to light that, and then I can do something with that. So, you know, Jean Farina is the most notable combo as far as like a meta thing to do with Jean. I really like her for Overworld for just like for example, hey slimes, get out of the way. This is Poem Only, so I can't show it, but you know, hey slimes, get out of the way. You could just hold on her skill and then just yeet the slimes over there. They probably won't die, but they're just like, you know, get out of here. Also, what? Okay. Can I keep this? Why do I lose it when I go out of range? What's happening? Where did this come? Was this here before? Oh god. Okay. Stop! See, I need Jean to get rid of the slimes. No. Okay, let's see if my brain can figure this out. There we go. That's all I had to do. Probably. No. Don't worry. I got this. What is this? I don't remember how to interact with these. Can Jean solo those Fatui operatives and they best to her skills? She might be able to. That'd be really funny. If I wasn't obsessed with trying to grind right now, I would consider switching over to Manicon and testing. You pull the cloud thingy to activate the cookbots. Yeah. I have the cloud thingy. What am I doing wrong? There's nothing to interact with, I think, right? You need to light through the pot. Get the light through the pot? Oh, I see. So like... okay. No, I like it. Okay. Clever. Alright. I just forgot how they functioned. Alright, good to know. Thank you. I did do that at one point in the past. Oh shoot, I'm not within range. Dang it. Wait, can I not? Oh, there's timers on them. No! The bane of my existence. Where? Okay, how do I get the one over here? So I lose it. Oh, I didn't lose it. It's just timer. Okay, never mind. Should be fine. Should be fine. Get. Okay. There we go. That took far too long. Okay, thank you. figured it out. Thanks to 300 people in my chat. It's fine. Good lord. Okay. Anything else nearby? Otherwise, I'll warp to that other chest. Oh, there's other chest over there. Wait, that's the one I saw before, I think. Okay, yeah, that is. Okay, anything else then? Alright, just following the balls. What's over there? Check over here quick. Feel like there's something over there, but maybe not. Use black tassel for memes. What hurts a little? Did I insult someone by accident? Or did someone else insult you? Okay. Plan. There we go. Let's see. 24. Wow, look at the HP. 24,240. Perfect. Black tassel meta. Let's go. Yoink. Okay. Shoot. Or like this area as far as like balance of like being able to just like shoot up into areas. See, there's a chest and you can get a vantage point, see something nearby, and then continually explore. It's got a very nice flow to it. It's one of my... I definitely really like Cheneyville. Why did I think I was just distracted by like cloud retainer things. Too many... A side effect of them releasing an interesting combat character is that I tend to, you know, end up focusing more on that character that gets released instead of focusing on like the exploration content most of the time. So, anyways, I'm glad to get some appreciation out of this. I don't generally speaking feel a pressure to like, oh, I gotta explore the new area when they release or anything too, right? But sometimes that ends up in a side effect of I just haven't done much exploration. I did a good chunk of this area on my main account, but not that much of it. I don't even know if I'm at like 50%. Destroy the pots maybe? Oh, there's a thing here. Clam. Is Hutao unusable now? I mean, no. like if Arlecchino didn't exist, oh, okay, well, bye. Stop, butthole. If Arlecchino didn't exist, I still think I could clear content without her, right? And in fact, that's probably something, especially with my Arlecchino constellations. I'm probably gonna... Did bro just drown himself? Okay, well, rip. Especially with my Arlecchino constellations, I think I will end up trying to clear abysses in the future without Arlecchino on purpose to show that I can. But on Polearms Only, yes, I do think Hutao is, especially with these, Hutao is going to not get anywhere near as much use. She's not going to be useless. She can still be randomly slotted into a team, but generally speaking, it's just going to be figuring out, like, I don't know, the fact that my Arlecchino constellations are so strong might mean, like, in some circumstances, I might just be able to use Arlecchino to solo the Abyss, but that's not generally how I enjoy playing the game. But I don't know. Polearms Only, my point is, like, Polearms Only, where did the statue go? Polearms Only is at a point where there was a statue there before, right? I'm not having a stroke. The account is at a point where it doesn't necessarily need anything more to succeed unless the content becomes much harder, right? So, anywho's, I can't wait for people to randomly join and be like, why the f do you have black tassel and Arlecchino? Because I need slime damage bonus, that's why. Okay. You're stalking me. Oh no. Don't kill me. Arlecchino raw pyro damage is so high. Yeah, exactly. Like, she's the reason is on Polearms Only, right? Both Arlecchino and Hutao are mostly relegated to raw pyro damage, except for Arlecchino is not actually relegated to raw pyro damage. Her less pyro application to get good damage output means she can still be used for vape. Like, my favorite part of Zajef, the Zajef trying Polearms Only was like, how about you try Arlecchino vape? And he's like, wait, with who? With Candace? Ain't no way. And then he's like, wow. So, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten in. I might be able to convince the Jeff to build Candace because he said he has her C6, which is kind of necessary. What is this puzzle, by the way? I'm getting so confused by Cheneyville puzzles. I feel like I know how these puzzles work. I just don't see any statue around. That's why I'm confuddled. Is it over here? Is that why? I don't know. I'm gonna have to give up on that one. I don't know. Okay. I'll watch chat. See. Break the pots. Oh. I think I did say that initially when I got there. I was like, I had to break the pots, and I stopped breaking the pots. I have bad brain. It's fine. Why is there a thing here? Normally, It's like I think this is like one of the first times we've seen a particle that's spawned that doesn't like come from like a challenge. Because normally they have or something else triggering them to spawn. Interesting. I don't mind it. It's like obviously I recognize what it is. You only hit one. Good job. Look at that. We needed the 80% damage bonus against these slimes. Otherwise, that would have been those slimes that die in one hit to literally anything. It would have been really hard for Arle to deal with. Blam.
Impressive bounty.
You know, this doing something like Black Tassel on Arlecchino, by the way, is a good showcase of potentially how unnecessary constellations are. Because like I bet when I activate these Arlecchino constellations, I could clear Abyss with Arlecchino and Black Tassel pretty easily. But where's the rest of the pause? There's one over there. Schmack. But also, hello, sir. But also, just in general, I think it's a good way to like see the value of like your supports. Because, for example, I think if I use use Ride and E, get Chevr's damage bonus going, and like yes, it's Black Tassel lull, but at the same time, she'll probably still do no damage. It's a good example of weapons are just part of the formula of how your character is dealing damage, and like part of the formula of where your character is getting stats from that they use to deal damage. You get your stats from characters, supports you're using. You get your stats from reaction damage. You get your stats from artifacts, of course, and then inbuilt stats from their kit. Like multipliers are basically inbuilt stats. Obviously, damage bonus and a passive is inbuilt stats. Yada yada. There's lots of different forms you get the stats from that are used for the game to calculate damage, and if you just change one of them to something that's obviously really dumb, it still functions, right? So, and for so many people play the game, like, yeah, obviously it's not something I recommend because it makes sense to use the weapon as a way to just freely get more stats. I think there was no more chests in that area, by the way, but we'll never know. It's a chest there. I'm never going to get this waypoint. Good lord. Also, this is the wrong spot to go. But there's chests here, so it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. We are doing a lot less damage, obviously. But particularly if I actually start, doing overload things. Right. Like, there's a lot of people where that is enough. A lot of players in the game where that is genuinely enough. So, anywho's. Beginner's Protector Arlecchino is the best Arlecchino. True. Oh wait, you know what I've never done? I've never leveled up a Beginner's Protector. I am ashamed. Can I refine this? No. Darn. Wait, what did that even do? It doesn't have a passive. I'm dumb. Alright, lock a Beginner's Protector. Not even an iron point. A Beginner's Protector. What does it take to ascend this? Something I have. Let's go. Is that used for Favlance? I should probably not use those materials for this. It is. Of course it is. Frick. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Commit. I'm committed. Can it please? Okay, I don't know. Either my brain or my mouse wasn't working. One of the two. Probably both. Why do you have no maxed up Beginner's Protector? I know. It's like I'm ashamed. How have I played on Polearms Only this long and never had the thought to level Beginner's Protector? It's the most universal weapon in the game. I don't think I'm gonna have enough of the resin material. This is not running today either. Sad. I swear to God, does this take a gold to level up to the final ascension? No, it just takes us. Oh, wait, it only goes to 70. I forgot about that. Okay, let's. Frick. Okay, we'll come back here. Remember that that waypoint. All right, leeway. It's a very important detour. Very important. This is why I need to. This is why I farm off camera. You guys are distracting. I distract myself most of the time, but you don't help. I didn't fight the boss, the weekly boss yet, by the way. Good lord. Okay, we're gonna take multiple detours. rings and dings. You need to refund this for me to be able to do this. You didn't. God dang it, Mona. Okay, parametric transformer time? Please? The one time, Mona. Like, Mona, for real, just denied me of getting my level 70 beginner's protector. How dare you? Okay, let's do this. I hope I can put fire here. What is the materials? Alright, give me a second. I gotta look up the materials list for this. Beginners, or not beginners, the parametric equations. No. Google, you think I'm doing math here? Nonsense. I'm just looking up stupid Genshin crap. Okay, it takes, I need weapon ascension materials. So it takes, arrowheads work. Okay, blam. Alright. Oh yes, you need 2 U of pyro. There we go. Alright. Oh wait, the fire's not hitting. No! Oh, and I don't have my infusion. Frick. Oh my god. Okay. Please. No! The dream is dead. Not the C6 dream. That's still alive. But the level 70 beginner's proctor dream is dead. How dare you, Mona? How dare you? Bro did not just use 150 arrowheads. What do I need them for? What? Does Arlecchino use them? She's the only one I really need to level talents anymore. Like, no. I mean, watch some Polearm character that I want to triple crown get released that uses them, but even then, I'm pretty sure I still haven't up to level 90. Like, triple crown unit that would use them. So, anywho's, how do you not have ore? I have ore. The ore is not the problem. This is the problem. Yeah, no, I have plenty of friggin' ore. How much ore do I have? It's not in that page. Where is it? Where is it? Isn't the weapon pit? It is. Yeah, I have 8,000. That's enough for like... I think it takes like 800 for a 5-star weapon to be fully leveled. And they're the most expensive, so that's like enough for 10 5-star weapons. Yeah, I think I'm good on a war. To say the least. Okay. Let's go... Oh well, yeah. Is there any way I can... No, I don't think there's any other way, right? Unless I do... do exploration in Mondstadt to get 1 brown. No, I refuse. I refuse to be that dumb this stream, but... Someone remind me to do that someday. I'm gonna just switch back to her weapon for now. Okay, let's go fight her boss. And actually remember to do that. Before I inevitably forget. Transfer main. Man, I can't believe I might be able to get C6 Arlecchino this week. That's ridiculous if that happens. I don't know how I'm going to feel if I lose the 50. Like, of the two 50-50s, I would have much rather lost the 50-50 for C5. That way I can just be like, okay, dream is dead. Done. Oh well. Saved me the time. But now, if I'm going to spend like 20 hours grinding and I don't get C6, I'm going to be a sad boy, I think. It doesn't matter, but it's going to be sad regardless. I'm not afraid, but I did bring the wrong team. It's so loud. It's fine. The music's good. Animal Sigil Shop. I'm pretty sure I bought out the Animal Sigil Shop. I can double check, but I am relatively confident I have. I'm not gonna bring... Oh yeah, let's go claim dailies. I'm not gonna bring a heavy pyro damage team to the Arlecchino boss fight. Already done that before. It's not fun. It's harder.
Thank you for
No, I didn't see 6 yet, because it does actually take a not insignificant amount of time to grind out Prima Gems. But I somehow have C5. Like, my expectation for the start of this week was like, you know, we should be able to get to pity and have the 50-50 for C5 at the end of this week, and instead now I'm already 20 into pity on the way to C6 potentially. So, you know, thanks game. I appreciate it. Okay, let's actually fight this, and let's use a team that functions. Domains, Trents, this. Alright, start. And, okay, what team? Let's just do the I don't know. This team. Arlecchino's still in this team, but it's fine. I don't feel like switching anything around. So, anywho's. Yeah, the point of leveling the Protector was just to prove a point about not just Arlecchino's strength, but how damage works in the game in general. So, anywho's.
Afraid?
Why Arlecchino there? Because I can't. It's mostly Raiden we're gonna use here though.
Is it my turn now? With these rising flames.
Why? Why did you? Okay. I say it's mostly Arlecchino, it's mostly Raiden we're using.
Now that's more like it. Is it my turn now? With the fall
How much
darkness,
damage?
destruction shall
you doing?
rise.
Okay.
Have a taste
Why?
of
Ugh. I just absorbed the mark and didn't get anything. Good job, me. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. This team will not die. Do you have Tignar in this account? No. I don't think I do. And I don't think it particularly matters on a polearm account. Does he, unless he has like a, does he have a crafting passive or something? Is he better than Mona's passive or something? It wouldn't surprise me. Let's try Arlecchino. Blam. Oh god. Honestly, damage ain't bad with Arlecchino. Let's heal it. Blam. You dodged my skill. Oh, you're going this way. Good, good, good. Okay. This boss has gorgeous animations. Yes, it does. It's visually one of the most satisfying bosses in the game. I think it's probably second favorite to the Raiden boss fight to me. Why? It might, as I fight it more, it might win me over and be my favorite boss in the game. Alright, where are you? Oh, lasers! That might kill me. Yep. Okay, we don't have Dendro up. Let's get Dendro going. Okay. Oh, don't kill me. No, I said this team wouldn't die. Don't do it. Hello.
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains.
Sun and moon have set. You know what my name is? How could I not get Caesar's Arlecchino? She's all about like sun and moon, right? I assume. I don't know. It's fate.
Your punishment made manifest.
Ow. Okay, that didn't do as much damage as I thought. Oh, that did though. Oops. Can I get first back? No. Let's kill her with Arlecchino. Just to send a message. Oh god. There we go. I mean, she doesn't really die. She just nopes out. Bye. I need to do the story quest still, by the way. I have no idea what happens in her story, but I want to. Hey, a Dream Solvent. Thank you. Appreciate it. You also gave me one of the correct artifact, or thing. Last week I got none of that one, so that's nice. You functionally gave me 2 of them because I'm going to immediately use this Dream Solvent. Very nice. Yep, so Luna means the word soul in Luna, yes. And she says the sun and moon. It's got sun and moon theming. I don't know, there's some sun and moon theming in there at the very least. So that's why we're getting Z6. That's my excuse. No, it's still dumb, but we're doing it anyways. How can I not? Okay, let's revive Yaoyo, I suppose. And then, wait, before we leave the crafting table, let's craft the thing. Not that. This. Blam. Yay. Level 9 normal attacks. Blam. Next week, level 10. Also level 13, because next week my plan is right, this week beat the Abyss without activating Arlecchino Constellations, and then we'll activate Arlecchino Constellations. Although at this point, I'm definitely gonna wait to make an Arlecchino Constellation activating video until I see if I get Arlecchino C6. So, you know. We'll see. Is C5 Arlecchino worth it so far? I mean, I haven't had a bit of consolations. I've already rambled at the beginning of the stream. I objectively think it's not worth it to do this, even on a Polearm Only account where it can make sense to hyper-invest. I do not think it makes sense to go this hard into Arlecchino. I do not think so. But how can I not try now? This is all caused because this was all a side effect of me just being dumb, by the way, and being like, I have 50 wishes left at the end of my wishing video. May as well try to spend them, and we're not going to get another one. And then I do get another one. And like, okay, well, now I have C4. C4's not that useful, but maybe it's C6 is possible now. And then I continue wishing, and somehow get another one. It's 30 pity. What in the world, man? Okay, I don't know. Like, it is now feasible enough that I could probably even farm out a guarantee if we lose a 50-50 for C6, but I don't know how feasible it is. This is going to be, like, we'd need 130, from what we are now, we'd need 130 wishes if we have to go to pity twice, and that's a bit rough. And, I don't know if I can grind out 130 in 2 weeks, to be completely honest, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. If we lose the 50-50, I'll have to decide then. I hope not, though. I would lose my mind, I think. Okay, how we need to farm artifacts, but I'll wait until I think this is done, and then I will probably use the transient resin or something, and then we can do 4 artifact runs in her domain. So, let's go back. Yep, that's done. Okay, I couldn't remember if I actually did it. Yes, I got C5 a little bit earlier. It was towards the beginning of the stream after I rambled about how much it doesn't make sense to continue pulling. And then I continued pulling. So, anyways, go back to the Overload team because it's just the best no-nonsense. Use Arlecchino and she wipes through everything in Overworld team. Okay. Okay, I think I was over here, right? Right, yeah. Okay, let's go over here. I think the most efficient way to complete things the other way would be not doing as I'm doing right now, but instead, like, doing the Genu Veil quest and then just getting distracted along the way, rather than getting distracted along the way to getting 2 waypoints. Yeah. Alright, more puzzles in Genu Veil. Let's see if we can figure it out. Okay, we got the little thingies. And we got a statue. And we got a thingy. Okay. Yoink. They move. They don't move. Okay. What do you do? Resonate. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I think I get it. Can I put multiple out? Yes. Okay. Exit. So, do something like... Does that pass by that one? It does. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Let's go. Easy. First try. I like those ones. Those ones are good. Good puzzles. Okay. Video idea, can 199.98 get you C6 Arlecchino? I mean, yes. Like, yes. I could very easily, like I said, I've already mapped out. Like, all I need to do is, like, grind out, like, 40 pulls this week, and I can get to pity again. And then I have Tava bonuses, so, like, yeah, $200 would get me there. I'm not going to do that, though. I have already established I am not buying any more Tavos. I don't even intend to buy the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is just not really useful on Polearms Only anymore. The only thing relevant in the Battle Pass anymore, like, yeah, refinements on the new Battle Pass weapon, like, they're not very good though. Like, I already have the new Battle Pass weapon. What? Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. No, oh god. Okay, I didn't fall 10 miles down at least. What was I saying? Yeah, it's like, what? Frick! I keep on intending to plunge. My brain is like just clicking. Okay, there we go. Good lord.
Something with which to commemorate.
C1 is low-key best con. Yeah, I don't disagree. Oh, I thought I was gonna miss. Hello. Die, please. Give me the goods. All the things are spawning. I should see how this team performs with Candace, by the way, in the vape contest with Candace, because with on the 2B's build before, I think she was getting 70, 80k vapes without any like weirdness happening with enemy mechanics or whatever. And with this Echoes build, I think she might be able to hit 100k vapes without. No, at C0 to be clear. Skyward Spine or White Tassel? I mean, in the vape context, like when she's solo pyro, she has enough ER needs that it like is kind of right on the line of how much ER that White Tassel that what's it called gives. Yoink. Having a stroke. Don't worry about it. Did I say White Tassel? I meant to say other thing. Spine. Right. It's high base attack, so which is good. She likes attack, and has some crit rate. If I recall, I think I don't have the. It's the only. Well, it's not the only. Skyward Spine would be not useless, I think, on this count, but not very useful. Like it's not a difference maker for this count. But like I think it gives 8% crit rate, right? So it gives a little bit of crit value, which is not bad. It's not obviously 22% crit rate, but hey, it gives ER, and if you need the ER, and it gives crit rate. And have a base attack. It's not the worst stat stick weapon, but only in contexts where you actually need the ER. It is all it is. So, you know. Okay, can I figure this one out? Let's see. Well, I need to figure out where the thing is. There it is. Okay. So do that. Blam. Alright. And do that. Blam. And then I probably could have done this one in one go, maybe. Oh, here we go. Nice. All right, I love this. Good, good, good. Yeah.
Something with which to commemorate this
All right, did I get the waypoint? I did. Okay, good. We got all the. It took me an hour into the stream to get the 2 waypoints I said I wanted to get. All right. Let's see. Oh, do we have to yoink that from over there? Okay. And line up over here. Yoink. Yeah, good puzzles. I like this. Okay. Cheesing map. Okay. I will ignore that map for now. Actually, no. I will look at the map. I'm exploring. Why not look at a map? What kind of video gamer would I be to get a map from a chest and not look at the freaking map? It depends if I can find the map. Map. Helpful. Okay. Okay. It's a cute map, I guess. I wouldn't consider this a conventionally useful map. Key here. Thing here. Is that keyhole? And is that supposed to be like connecting these things? Interesting. Okay. So maybe we just go along the line here of these little ruins. Wait, one of the things is just the thing down there. Okay. Is Dragon's Bane a good option for her in vape? Yes. Also Burgeon. Again, Burgeon is like, I don't know. Like, Burgeon Arlecchino was not like... I was hoping it was going to be as good as like doing Hybrid Raiden, but more accessible than Hybrid Raiden. Realistically, I don't think it is. It is not near that tier. But I still think it's compelling enough to choose because like it creates more team options for Arlecchino that can be still competent, and it is still possible to vape with Arlecchino. It's even still possible to use Bennett with Arlecchino in Burgeon contests, right? So you can still reach really good damage with Arlecchino in Burgeon teams, and then it diversifies the team damage to be a little bit more on like different elemental types, which means you can like potentially deal with different situations better, for example. And so I think it does have some upsides it's worth considering. Anyways, yeah, for vape and Burgeon, definitely a good weapon. And Burgeon, I mentioned it because it would give you more value for the EM stat than the other one does. than it otherwise does, because you don't always react with Arlecchino's hits, which means, you know, it's not giving you as much value from the EM as it does. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. As you would get on like Hu Tao, for example, with EM. Yeah, I think I need to go to the bathroom real quick, because I had to wake up early for the Jeff thing, and what is this? I had miasma. Thanks. Okay. And I drank caffeine, and caffeine makes me need to go pee. So try defeating the leader of the monsters before following the source of miasma. Okay, so defeat the monsters. Good. Thanks for the tutorial. Appreciate it. Really needed to read that. You know. I don't know. If I still can't tell if like Echoes can get some bigger numbers, but I still don't know if it's worth it with the crit rate loss for average damage. This is one of those situations I have to do actual math to compare the two piece I have versus the 4-piece Echoes. Okay, let's heal.
Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
Okay, how many enemies are we fighting? Like, all the tutorial I had to say is like, there's a miasma. Fight a horde of enemies to clear the miasma. Instead it was filled with typical Genshin fluff. Like, why do they feel the need to put fluff text in their tutorials? Like, what? I don't like pop up a text option in the player's face option on a design level for games. I don't personally like that in general. But then they're just like, they double down on it by adding fluff to their text-based descriptions for things. Why? I don't get it. It's fine, but there's a reason I tend to not look at them very often. Okay. What? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I see. Okay, I was. Oh, wait. How many of those are in the world? Because that infinitely spawns enemies. That's endgame content. Unironically though, like, I'm not gonna worry. I'm gonna clear it, but obviously, but like, can I? Okay, there we go. Unironically, like, if you can use that, like, if they implemented something like, can you imagine like them doing? Oh my God, something between like the oh God, stop it. The like difficulty of the local legends, but then like this mechanic of them infinitely spawning, they could have like a nice like equivalent of a damage dummy situation, and like I want to see that. I want to see that kind of thing more. Is my point. Like this enemy is not tanky enough, for example, to be an actual test of anything. But it's interesting enough on a baseline level. The fact that it just infinitely spawns as long as I want to keep on fighting. Right? But it's just doing like, it's just spawning like trash mobs, right? And it needs to spawn harder, like higher level, harder enemies.
An impressive bounty.
Interesting though. I like it. There's a Sealy over there. Okay. How did I get to this area, by the way? Why did I come here? Alright, I'm gonna put that there. Sealy. Because we're gonna go in this cave first. Anywho's. There's a lot to go in depth on with Lisa. that is endgame content at home. I've kind of I was a bit negative lately in my Discord about the new endgame content they're adding, but after seeing some of the stuff about it, like now actually described a little bit better and more in depth, I think I like it. I'm warming up to the idea a little bit more, but I still don't like some of the specific implementations, so I don't know. You can expect me to be... one of the problems, like, for example, I don't know how feasible it is to even do any of the new endgame content on Polearms Only. Because of the layers of restrictions they added to it. But, which I think is a bit of a bummer, to say the least. But, more content is good, right? Particularly combat content that is permanent, recurring. Like I appreciate them doing something. it does smell quite a bit. This is something related to a decision. I'm gonna have to make a decision to like potentially lose a lot of like. So I'm partnered with Yomiaholic, right? And they're basically just paid by Hoyoverse to partner with Genshin creators like myself, mostly smaller ones from what I can tell. Like myself, to be like, hey, you know, would you like extra money for making Genshin videos? Then me and other creators are like, sure? They're like, cool. Here's money for making Genshin videos. Right? But it's a not insignificant amount of money. But functionally, I'm indirectly being paid by MiHoYo to make Genshin videos, but they don't oversee like anything. Like I say a lot of things that I feel like if Hoyo know I said them, they'd probably be like, kick this guy out of the program. And they've been very chill with like just letting me do whatever kind of content I want, right? But I woke up this morning to a message from them that, to put it simple, is not cool. And that's all I'll say for now, because I don't know what I want to actually say about it in detail. I've already sent a couple of emails to people and messages to people that are more free. Like if I say what it outright is, it is something that I think is potential catalyst for another hell spin of Genshin drama, but one that makes more sense than the 3 wishes in my opinion. And in my mind, it is that bad, but it also might not be perceived as that bad by the general community, to be clear. But I think it has more of a worse. I think it has a potential worse effect. What they're basically asking me to do, or in this case, technically not do. And that's the only hint I'll give. Than something like 3 wishes does, to say the least. But that's all I'll say for now. Anywho's. I've been ignoring chat a little bit. I think chat has been talking to themselves mostly. That's fine. How do I get in there? Go west and behold Lingshu Courtyard. Go west. Okay. Do I have to come back here later? I was looking for blue text, by the way. Like the one there. So I'm assuming that one is not relevant, but hopefully the other one up there is not a hint as well. Maybe it is. Oh, there's a thing here. I didn't even notice. Jesus. Okay. Where was the pedestal? Up there? Yeah, okay. And there's one in there too, obviously. I don't think I can put that one in there, can I? We'll see. You can talk about things with me. Yeah. Hello? Wait. They didn't talk about things with me. What do you mean? You can talk about things with me, but you're not talking. Oh, if you're going to go enter Master Study, remember not to touch the stone slate. It is something very important to master. Don't touch the stone slate. That? The thing right there? No, that's not the stone slate. What? Don't touch the stone slate. What? What? That doesn't help, sir. If it's what I think it is, it makes sense because of what the third party does, but it's still scummy. It's probably not what you think it is. I mean, you could intuit it what it is, but I think based on what you said there, this is not the third party company is just like the fact that it's a third party company that technically pays me and is paid by Hoyo to pay me is better because I'm not interfacing directly with Hoyo. It means I have more freedom, right? Like I do not think I could like even like if Hoyoverse is the one directly like overseeing the program, and directly like reviewing my content or whatever, they probably would not be chill with the fact that I even like have discussion streams about like pre-release characters the week before. Like I usually do like I'll probably have a stream talking about Chlorine the week and Siege Wing the week before or 2 weeks before release or so. So what am I doing? You know. Anywho's. No, I can't. Okay, I figured. Press F. I did press F. It said don't step on the slate. Can I talk about things with you? If you're going to enter Master Study, remember not to touch the stone slate. It is something very important to master. Remember not to touch the stone slate. What are you talking about? What stone slate? Is C1 Hu Tao good? I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. I maintain that C1 Hu Tao changes how she plays, like how she feels to play enough that I think it should have been in her base kit. And then they could just lower her multipliers in exchange, and then C1 should just be her standard, does more damage, not changes how this character feels to play. But, you know, it's pretty good, yeah. I have to complete another world quest. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus. Okay, it's fine. Put a thing here that says, quest, I can type, Lux chest after quest. Blam. Okay. Good to know. Nice waste of time. Let's go get the Sealy thing over here. There's also a chest there. There's also a butterfly. It's part of a butterfly quest. Oh. Where's the butterfly quest to accept? I have no idea. Shortly. Oh god, I say shortly, but then there's 3 chests around me. Hello sir, need help? Put me back as soon as possible. Where? Over here? Yoink. Blah blah blah. Some scoundrel. Where's the scoundrel? Give the round jar in front a good rap. Smack. Oh, I have to press F. That is not... Okay. I have to kill a boar. Gladly. Deserved. Hit. Here's a flower. There we go. You're welcome, sir. Should be in a cave. Just forgot which one. Okay, good to know. I will keep an eye out for it. Keep an eye out for that quest. Alright, I have this one marked already, so let's go get this one. By this one, I mean the Sealy marked over there. I'm AR55, and today I learned you can name map hits. Yes, it is quite useful. So you know what, you're like, what the F did I put this pin down here 3 months ago for? Oh, it's for something I've already done 2 months ago. You can delete it. That's the most important thing about it, usually. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Alright, what a good overworld character with her weapon, at least. Again, her weapon does make her feel notably better in overworld with not having to... You can just get Bond of Life relatively consistently, but even in general, because of the fact that enemies die so quick, you end up like getting a bunch of Bond from just having a mark on them and then killing them. So, I don't think she needs her weapon to be good in overworld. It's just where I've noticed her weapon feeling a little bit better and more relevant. Oh, this is one heck of a cave, apparently. Okay. Oh, maybe not as much of a heck of a cave as I thought. What are these flowers? Glazolites, I see. Okay, geopedestals, interesting. It's been a while since I had to do anything with those. And a chest. That's it. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. That's what I need. There's only 2? That's very weird. Rule of 2 is not a thing. Rule of 3 is. I feel like there's a hidden one somewhere and I don't know where it is. This better not take 10 minutes. Zhongli. Wait. No. We're going to do Yunjin because she has a slightly... Wait. I was going to say she has a slightly less skill cooldown, but actually Zhongli has a less skill cooldown if you just do his tap. But it'll be fine. There's only 2. What a world. Okay. Well, there's going to be a hidden one like the ceiling or something. Whatever. I'll take it. Wait. Chat, was that a common chest or an exquisite chest? Because I just got 2 primo gems from it. The last time I got 2 primo gems from the exquisite chest was in like you get only 2 primo, you get 0 primo gems from a like common chest in like Mondstadt until you like unlock some of the harder ones. And then same thing with like Liyue, like the ones in this area of Liyue give you 5 per exquisite chest, but then like all the ones over here give you 2 primo gems per. Why did that give 2? It was a new area. Rule of 2 is definitely a thing. I know it's a thing. I was just trolling mostly. I just expected there to be 3 because it's more common for Genshin to have like 3 pillars. It's pretty rare. I think they do 3. Yeah, it wasn't exquisite. 2 Primo Gems. Calamity Queller is there. Oh, really? I suppose I should go look at Calamity Queller. What was the Shivers?
A little extra train.
Alright, where is Calamity Queller? I gotta look at this. Yes, I see Calamity Queller. Oh, there it is. I see it right here. Okay, yep. Look, it's a Calamity Queller. The spear once had the name Calamity Queller engraved upon it. Its previous owner, my comrade, swore to inherit its will and suppress a great catastrophe, but failed to live up to its oath. Demons have yet to be purged. This treasure has been left damaged by a quarrel between old friends. Thus it has been left, and here it will lie until sins have been cleansed. I didn't mean to click. Oh well, the lore is forever lost. Yeah, cool. Well, there we go. It's a free 5-star polearm. You can have it all you want as long as you stand right here. Also, Shenhe did a good job cleaning it up. Just saying. Also, it's not a very good weapon. Because Fav is often better. I love this game because of the Calamity Queller chilling. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. I appreciate they do little things like that. What? I guess I didn't really need to walk out of this cave manually. Could have teleported, I think. Because I think I need to go back to the Sealy. Guess there's something over here. There's a thingy. Mount. Oh, that's a nice little vista. Yeah. Yoink. Okay, there's a chest there, huh? I assume it's just this puzzle. Alright, we're getting properly distracted now. That's fine. I said I wanted to complete the quest. I don't know if the quest is getting completed today. Oh, okay. That worked. No, that was easy. See, that one gets 5. I'm gonna be a paranoid about getting 2 Primo Gems from Exquisite chests nowadays. You keep accidentally sending what? Money? No, I'm joking. I am very bad at I actually was talking with my family yesterday because, like, you know, oh, how do you make money when you're making videos? And it's like, you know, and like, hey, I live stream, I make edited videos, you know, I get ad revenue, blah, blah, blah. And I always have to tell me, like, I get, like, it's like, I have 300 viewers. That's, like, not an insignificant amount. There are people on Twitch that like, make good money off of, oh, frick. I wasn't brain computing. Let's see, how do we do this? I think I have a solution. We do jungles. Sure. And then we do Mika. Watch. This is the most use Mika ever has. Alright. I do that. Didn't have to do that yet, but blam. Alright. And then blam. Nice. Alright. And then blam. Easy. That's how Polearms Only has to deal with those challenges. Usually just use Zhongli shield and then try to traverse the terrain and use a mix of like ranged abilities to trigger them. Raiden E usually has decent range too, so anywho's. Oh, I see. Okay, that's what you're saying, Sylvia. And that exquisite chest was technically, so they just kind of like goofed up on the coding for that chest because it technically was in this area. I see. I've been scammed. I need Apollo gems, at least 3, to compensate. That 3 Primo Gems might have been, you know. I mean, look, 3 Primo Gems. If that had been 5 Primo Gems like it should have been, that would have put me at 258. 1 common chest is an additional 5 Primo Gems. That puts me at 260, which puts me only 100 away from a. Wait, no, it puts me only 60 away, which is like a better, like, right? The 5 interval is important because it takes 160 Primo Gems for a wish. It takes multiples of 10, not multiples of 3. Or, sorry, 2. Wait, it does take multiples of 2. But, whatever. It's fine. It doesn't actually matter. But also, this is what we need to riot about. It's sarcasm, to be clear. I screwed up the whole team. Honestly, I don't even really need Xiangling does nothing in this overworld team. This will be a let's leave it there anyways. Did I just call Xiangling it? I did, I think. That's fine. That's what she deserves. frick is this? I did one of these on my main account before. I do not remember what it is. Okay. I just have to move it, I guess. Oh yeah. There's like a fountain. Yeah. Okay. I can't pick it up anymore. Do I have to go up there and like move the thing? Oh, yep, I do. There we go. I see. I got it. And yoink. Oh, I just had to grab that. Okay, sweet. Easy. Carp Spirit Orb. Oh, okay. I have no idea what those are going to be used for. Probably to unlock a gate somewhere. I don't know.
Something with which to commemorate.
Alright.
This occasion.
Let's... Jade Cascade. Yep, put the thing in the place. Yep. Okay. I don't know why it went to the screen. I don't know. Okay, let's... Oh boy, there's so many things to get distracted by. That's fine. This is the goal. Just feel like it's been less productive than... The rate of gem acquisition has not been very high, but it's fine. I intend to do questing off camera and whatnot. So, yeah. I said this like 10 minutes ago. I need to go to the bathroom. It'll only take me a minute, but I'll lose half of my viewers if I do it. No. I was saying, like, I'm very bad at... I was talking to my family how, like, I'm really bad at monetizing you, the people watching live right now. Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, please give me money. Like, I'm fine right now. But if I end up, unpartnering with Yomi Holic, as I was talking about before, because of that... Because I might end up speaking out against their behavior. Not the partner's behavior. The partner's behavior is very clearly Hoyover's behavior. It's speaking out against Hoyover's. I imagine doing that would get me unpartnered, and that would lose me a lot of money. So, if I decide to speak out against it, because I think that might be the thing I should do on like a moral grounds, but it depends on what some of the people say that I talk to about it. I might be making a lot less money on my videos, so I might be trying to monetize you more in the future. For now, I'm fine. Anyways, the point is, like, for how many live viewers I have compared to how some people monetize their live viewers, I get basically nothing from you. But that's fine. I do these mostly for my own enjoyment, and as just a further level of like audience engagement is kind of all it is. This one's a little bit weird. Okay, let's just go here, and then this. Oh, I see. There's this. Get. There we go. Okay. And yep. There we go. Got a chest there. Common chest.
An impressive bout.
That was so much effort. No, I'm fine. I mean, whiny for no reason now. Okay. Remember now that the Butterfly World quest is in Lingshu Courtyard. Oh yeah, that's why. That's why it said to go to Lingshu Courtyard. Okay. Where's Lingshu Courtyard? Okay, well that's not even that helpful then. I have no idea where Lingshu Courtyard is. It's not a thing on the map. Maybe it's on the toddler map in my inventory. Anyways, whatever. It's fine. I'll find it eventually, probably. What do I have to do with this? Probably just shoot some poops. Yep, okay. Do that there. Do that there. Okay. Can I undo that one? Oh, frick. God dang it. Wait, no. Reset them. Okay. Do one there. Do one there. And then do one... Is there one around me? There's just the one here. Okay. What? I didn't land. What? Can you... There we go. Okay. One there. Okay. Oh, it helps if I grab the thing. No, I need to get out of here. No, frick, let me go. Okay, give me the thing. There we go. Okay. Do that. Do that. Blam. Okay, easy. Figured it out. No. Let me out. I guess I didn't need to place the one right by because you can warp to that thing. Alright. I feel like there was another thing. I feel like I've gotten none of the Oculus thing in this region. Does anyone know how many there are? I have... Let's see how many I have. I have 12. I've only gotten 2 in this whole stream so far. Even though I feel like I've traversed a meaningful amount of distance. Oh, this is just a way to get up there. Okay. Let's go back this way a second. Let's see. Did I miss anything over here? That's the way I came, actually. I came from. So I think I'm good over that direction. Are we finally going to move on to the quest? Alright, I've just been, like, eternally distracted by, like, going from chest to chest to chest. And that's fine. Like, I was like, I gotta get, like, this waypoint, or I don't know, like, this waypoint right here. So I started here. I was like, oh, chest. Get this waypoint finally. And then, like, this waypoint over here had same thing. Chest. And I winded up way over here. This is fine. Need to do exploration, but also not the most efficient potentially, but it's fine. You know, I think we got a good wish out in like an hour there, which seems like about the average rate for exploration, to be honest. For the just like the gems you get from chests, I would say. Also, I see a dude over here. An iron point. Let's go. 50 spirit carpets. 50. I've gotten 12. Oh boy. Okay, that distresses me slightly. There's a chest over there. Okay. Well, the distraction continues. I was gonna go do the quest, but nope. Also, we need to farm artifacts still. I keep on forgetting that as well. Oh, it already was exposed? Okay. Maybe you'd only have to fight the hard enemy, I'm guessing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, these are very easy. Wham. Oh, I'm taking damage from something. Well, I took damage from him, but I was taking damage from the grass? Oh my god. Alright, well, rip, probably, you know, trash character, clearly. That's why I need to activate my constellations. I wouldn't have died there. No. I'm gonna, just to make sure she doesn't... Wait, I don't think I can heal. Can you... Wait, when you're in combat, can you heal with food? I never tested this. You can. Okay. That's nice. No, you can't. It just wasted the food. She ate it, and it showed the graphical indicator. But it didn't actually do anything. Nice. That's funny. Lux chest. That was not Lux chest difficulty, but I'll take it. Yes, I am still live. Alright. Progress so far. If you're just joining, we got C5 earlier, because I got another early. So, you know. And now the C6 dream is actually real. That's what I can say. And we should be able to feasibly reach pity by the end of the week. My plan is to just do some story quest grinding and some exploration grinding myself off camera. I'll probably focus more on quests, though, than just general exploration. And I'll save the exploration vibing stuff to on stream. And there's another thing over here. Okay, yep. Yep. There's probably a statue. Where? Oh, there's multiple statues we need. Okay. I see one there. He is squatting on here. Okay, well, I guess I can use him to open this up, maybe? Yep. Okay, does it stay open? Yes. Well, that was easy. Yeah, I probably need to come here for that dude anyways. Alright. Sit. I didn't mean to sit. Well, I did mean to sit. I just thought I was going to read for some reason. Yoink. Xiangling is still a Pyro Archon, kinda, yeah. I mean, if I think the Pyro Archon is going to be some kind of fusion to Bennett and Xiangling. Like, they're not going to be objectively better than either is my expectation. But they're going to be... Oh, I can only grab one at a time, can I? Yep, frick. Okay. Well. Alright, put you there. I need a third one still. Where's the third one? Who the frick knows? Okay. Pains me how you have C5 and I'm still mourning my 50-50 loss. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't believe I have C5. I mean, to be clear, we've spent like 500 wishes. And if we do end up with C6, as I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm considering like functionally throwing wishes in the garbage in order to balance out, like treat it as if I didn't spend any money by throwing wishes that I just gain over time away. Which is not quite the equivalency because, you know, you gain them at a different time. Oh, there's one over there. But I don't know. I feel like I'd be more satisfied personally with feeling like I earned C6 completely. Or the game can just, like, I don't know, when we get, how about we get to C6, we do the 10 pull that gets us the 50-50 for C6, and then Mihoyo gives me another early 5-star in the same 10 pull, and it's another 50-50 win. So I get C7 in the same 10 pull, and that makes it so that functionally the money I spent didn't matter at all, because I just got that lucky. I mean, that's basically what the current state is, yes. But yeah, the point is, spending money was dumb regardless. I just did it for the gimmick of the video, but I feel like I want to balance it out in some form. And to some degree, just going for C6 at all balances out, because I should really, at this point, just be saving resources. Because, you know, if the Pyro Archon is a Polearm character, you never know. We'll see. I'd be overjoyed if it was, but also don't deserve that. Okay, yoink. Okay, good, that one got hit. Let's go over here. Blam, nice. Okay. I thought that was gonna unlock the thing below. Oh, I see. There was no unlocking, it was just do. Oh, I almost missed. Oh, good. Give me? Oh, I had to press button. There we go. Okay, thank you. Very nice, very nice. Alright. A little perusal. Nothing else? Not seeing anything. Wait, did I go in the cave? Yeah, I went in the cave. That's that one over there. I just opened the remarkable chest. Okay. Is there finally no more distractions? No more. Okay. I think. Oh, no, I see a waterfall over there. I see a thing up there. Okay, nope, more distractions. Let's go. Also another waterfall over there. Alright, nope, it never ends. Chest over there. Oh boy, never ends. Never ends. Pyro Archon is going to be a claymore. Yeah, I think that would probably make more sense to balance out the weapon types a little bit, but I can be greedy. No. No, in some sense I would be fine with it, not more than fine with it not. I don't need more ridiculous, like, if the Pyro Archon is a claymore, or sorry, is the Pyro Archon is a polearm, and they are what I expect, where they're going to be a mix of Shungling and Bennett. Like, if Polearms Only gets its own real Bennett variation in some form, and they're a damage dealer, like, I think this account properly goes into might be the easiest only challenge at this point, without making like how high investment this account is and how lucky I've gotten. Some mix of both. Floating stone platform. Okay. Huh? Or it might be one of the easier ones, is what I should be trying to finish my sentence for. Oh, right here? No. No, that's where the other one goes. Can I just put you on here? Okay. Bye. Floating stone platform, huh? Where's your floating stone platform? Am I blind? Didn't mean to press that. Why is that underwater now? What happened? What did I do? What? My primo so far. We have 308 plus a wish from the shop. So, you know, we're a ways away from the temple. We're not doing another temple this video. But we will definitely be doing more temples this week. The goal is to get to Pity again this week and see if the C6 happens. Why is this one so confusing? Also, there's a platform right there. Where did that was not there before, right? Right. Where did it did that just come after I moved the thing? Probably. That's probably what happened. Okay. It's fine. There we go. Okay. That was not that hard. I just needed to do things in a different sequence, I think. I confused myself more than necessary because I thought this was the platform he wanted to be on. We're fine. Blam. Yoink. Yoink. There we go. Okay. Took me a bit. I got there. Alright. Alright. There's more over there. There's also some over here. Con is Arlecchino. She is C5, which I still kind of can't believe. I mean, she hasn't activated C5, to be clear. She is C0 still. I am probably going to... I think my current thinking is... I don't think I want to make a separate video on, like my current intention is, like, something like the journey for C6, like, you know, it'll be some form of, like, the edited stuff from the stream, and then will be actual testing of Arlecchino constellations after that. So it'll only have, like, a few minutes of just, like, edited stream content, and then it'll be like, if you want to see the full streams that I did of trying to do some exploration for C6 Arlecchino, go watch these streams. And then, yeah, oh, there's a fish thing over there. Fish Oculus. And then after that, okay, there's a couple of things around here. Yeah, and then the rest of the video will probably just be like testing and activating Arlecchino's constellations in that actual video. So at this point, I was originally planning that to potentially be this weekend, but I think realistically, it's going to be a video for the following weekend. And this weekend will probably just be an Abyss video on Polearms Only, and then maybe some other video, but I might not have time, because of how much time I'm spending on Polearms Only grinding this week, it might just be the Abyss video this week. The reason, normally, I haven't bothered like making an Abyss video for like every Abyss, because it's not that interesting most of the time. And I just like try to stream it, or have an unlisted video posted in some form like I did for this current cycle. But the next Abyss has the Inquisitive Baptist, which since we started 36 starring on Abyss, I started 36 starring on this account when Yaya released. Lots of Abysses were really hard and took some optimization, but the only one that I couldn't figure out a way to make it feasible, it might have still been feasible, but like really hard, and kind of nightmarish to optimize around, and I couldn't think of an obvious way to do it, so I was just like, nah, not worth my time. It was the Inquisitive Baptist, the thing, the Fatui boss enemy that's in this area, that has like 3 elemental shields. That thing I think is coming back in the Abyss that's resetting this week. So we'll see. Yeah, my goal is to beat that without activating any Arlecchino constellations. I'd be very satisfied to get my revenge against that butthole. Okay. We're going up, up, up. Where are we going? You're just going to have to wait, sir. Forever. We're going down here, apparently. Alright, that's fine. I was kind of intending to go back over this way anyways. Thank you, game. Is there C1 bad? No, it's pretty good. Do you need her C1? No. Normal Genshin accounts, particularly the longer you play, have lots of options to potentially accent her damage in other ways. You don't need her C1. But it's pretty good. So, like, if you get it for free, yeah, I would be more than, I mean, like, oh, sweet, right? And by free, I mean, like, you know, you get a double 10 pull or whatever, or you're pulling more for Lynette constellations or something, right? And you get one at 20 pity or something. It should be a pretty good constellation, but necessary? No, not at all. So in that sense, you could say it's bad, because like, should it actually exist? And there's an argument for that, in my opinion. Did I already do this one? I must have already done this one. Okay. I see. Was there a thing on top of the cliff here? I think there was. I think. Put exploration behind membership. It's just business. True. That might be a good thing to do. I wouldn't mind just exploring more. I'm genuinely enjoying it. The last time I had to do this, like on Polearms Only, it was honestly kind of miserable. I don't know why. I think it might have just been like there was more pressure to do it at the time. Maybe my mindset was just bad. Maybe I was just burned out in Genshin at the time. I mean, I think I had started weapons only back then. Yeah, that might have been why. But the last time I actually grinded Primo Gems exploration-wise was for C1 Hu Tao, and I remember like grinding like 30 pulls, feeling it took forever, and I mean it does. Okay. Let's see. Like that. Plan. Okay. And oh frick. Oh frick. Okay. Okay, let's do that. And it took like forever, and that was miserable. Trying to grind for C1 Hu Tao. Oh. Yes, okay. And this I'm actually enjoying. So, like, what's different here? Especially since I'm, grinding out more, notably more than I intended to for C1 Hu Tao. I don't know, my mindset, presumably. But yeah, I started weapons only back then, so I was probably just a bit more, like, stressed and burnt out and playing Genshin on 3 accounts compared to today, wherein I have Polearms Only, which is, I mean, other than now when I'm spending a lot of time doing grinding content, exploration content is mostly pretty chill. So, like, it doesn't take that much time. It's not stressful to do things on this account. So I have a much better balance going on this. It's probably just my mindset is better realistically, but it's nice. It's nice actually enjoying Genshin exploration. Believe it or not. It's better to enjoy playing the game than not enjoy the game while playing it. Wild. I just figured I'd come up here in case there was something, but I must have already completed the stuff. No, I didn't. There's a thing. Okay. I missed. Nope. Gimme. Yes, okay. Okay. Let's see. There's a bunch of carp. What? Oh, am I putting the carp balls that I have in my inventory? No? Yes? Maybe? Is that what I did? Did I just use the carp balls? It didn't say they took my inventory. That must be what it was, though. That must be what the carp balls were for. So I must have completed all of them? Cool, I guess. Okay. Nice. There's a chest! All the way in the distance. Okay. Well, let's climb to the top of this, because there has to be something on the top. That's video game rules 101. Prefer overload or vape teams for her. On my main account, both. On this account, she definitely feels better in overload for, like Chevers just gives her, like, just by having Raiden E up, and then pressing E, and doing this, she's really, really good in overworld, so this is my preferred overworld team, for her. I actually really like vape. I do really like the vape, Yunjin, Zhongli, Candace vape team on Polearms Only too. So, I don't know. I can't say, like, as far as like feel goes, I think they have like their own satisfying aspects, and they have their own downsides and upsides. Like overload can have its downsides of needing to work around the overload stuff. Like if you throw Chevreus's burst in the into the bunch of those specters in the current abyss chamber, they all get spread apart to heck and high beyond, and that could be a pain in the butt. In my case, I have enough DPS threshold that it doesn't really cause a problem. But for some players, it might be like an unworkable issue that makes overload feel bad without having higher investment, in whatever form that may look like. So, where was that chest? It's hard to... I'm too high up now. Also, what is that floating thing down there? Oh, that's just one of the carp orbs. Okay. Does Burgeon work? Yes, Burgeon works. Is it strong enough to, like, give a strong recommend? Not necessarily. But there's enough different variations to make Burgeon Arlecchino work that's good. The main downside is that you are going to end up having to burst relatively frequently with Burgeon Arlecchino. But I can actually show a more fragile version of Burgeon Arlecchino that I am enjoying a lot on Polearms Only. That I didn't show the team in my Burgeon Arlecchino video because it just is... It's too high investment, I think, for like the generalized context of what I was trying to like test in that video, which was just like, is Burgeon Arlecchino good enough to like consider using? And I think it is good enough to consider using. But Arlecchino herself is probably going to feel weaker in Burgeon context than otherwise. But it's also, you need to consider it's not that much of a downside to diversify, like to lower Arlecchino's damage in exchange for increasing the team's transformative reaction damage. The team will still potentially do very good DPS. Ah, frick. Oh, okay, we didn't go that far. Where's this going to take me? I don't know where that chest was. It was on top of a mountain cliff thing somewhere, and I lost it. I don't know where I saw it from. It wasn't that. It didn't have a tree on top. It wasn't that one, but I will go there. Was it that one? I think it was that one over there. Must have been that one. Has to have been that one. Yeah, it was that one. Absolutely that one. Okay. Okay, so we have to go... Yeah, we'll get this one, we'll get that one. Nice, okay. Do-do-do. You still doing the Lynette video this week? Oh no, there ain't no... I have 500,000 Mora. And Lynette is a character that's going to... If I want to realistically make the video I want to make on her, I'm going to have to at least have her level 80. For some of the things I want to do with her, one of the things I want to do with her is her infusion can be overridden. But notably, what this means is that she can cause self-swirl. Like, you know how Jean Sunfire works? Wherein Animo is being applied to your character constantly, and then Bennett is applying Pyro to your character constantly. You can kind of do the same thing with C6 Bennett, applying Pyro constantly to Lynette's sword, but then her own infusion applies Animo. And I don't know exactly how that layering works. It might not be any good at all, but it'll cause like self-pyro swirls on Lynette. That's interesting to mess around with. So there's things I want to do with that, and if I want to actually increase the swirl damage, I thought there would be like something up here. Then she wants to be level 90 even. That's just not happening right now, and it's not relevant enough for me to probably level 90 her at all. But more importantly, if I want to just do like, you know, Lynette, Faruzan. I mean, realistically, probably the best way to do DPS Lynette, DPS C6 Lynette is Lynette, Faruzan, Cloud Retainer. I'll probably... I saw a shadow. And then, oh, there it is! I knew I saw it! Oh, frick. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here's the real endgame for Polearms Only. This one's... It's right... Whoops. It's right in the distance of too far away. So anyway, C6 Lynette, like, yeah, I'll do the Faruzan typical thing, but then, again, that requires talent investment. Like, I'm doing plunge or just normal type charge attacks, so I gotta, like, level up her plunge talent. And, like, her skill will do meaningful damage with the Faruzan too, and so will her burst. So, like, I have to level up all of it. Like, it's probably not coming for, like, 3 or 4 weeks. Sorry. With my resources level, like, I gotta farm ley lines, I have no heroes wits, I have no Mora, I gotta farm ley lines, Mora, I gotta farm her boss, I gotta farm her talents. Is a bit rough on my main account right now. The beta video is probably going to come out before. Oh boy, how do I do this? This is complicated. Would you recommend going for Arlecchino's weapon if you have Homa? No, personally not. I use Homa on her on my main account. She feels quite good. Homa is a very nice weapon on her, and it looks really nice too. Okay. So wait. Can Shivers hit them? Am I just being dumb? I think I was being dumb. I was being dumb. Oh, but there was another one. Okay, but as long as it's 1 by 1. So the problem with these, the reason I was defaulting the Harpastum, I think, was because I'm used to, like, when they're just annoying, I have to use the Harpastum. But I can just chill and
Final warning.
time my shots properly and wait for the cooldown here. I could bring out Mika too, but I think it'll be fine. But yeah, when there's a circumstance where, like, oh, you know, I have to break all 3 of these in 30 seconds. You know, when Chevreuse has a skill cooldown of 15 seconds, kind of a problem, right? But this one didn't have a timer, so it wasn't a problem. So I did not need to use the Harpastum. But if I didn't have Chevreuse or Mika, I could have just, like, gotten on Zhongli's pillar, I think, and then started doing this, which would have been a pain, but it would have been doable, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I feel like there was another chest. Yeah, that way, okay. Oh, we're at the edge of this area. Nice. I didn't even realize we went over here by accident. I'm curious what the new player experience is. Like, right, like particularly with Chen Yu Vale now, like, you know, this is one of the areas you come to pretty early. Like, I came to this area pretty early because it just, like, looks really... You come to Liyue and you see these cool mountains in distance, right? And then coming over here and then seeing it transition to, like, this area, you're just like, holy crap, like, good God, the amount of, like, if you start playing this game today, the amount of exploration, like, Jesus, and story quest content, good Lord. Real endgame of Polearms Only is to find a way to use Mika, yeah. It's when there's a time challenge that requires ranged abilities that Chevreuse is not enough, and the Harpastum is too annoying or doesn't trigger the things, and there's a lot of qualifiers. So yeah, need ranged abilities, and need to have more ranged abilities than I can get in a certain amount of time frame than Chevreuse allows. And Zhongli doesn't work, running to the things doesn't work. Raiden skill doesn't have the range to trigger things. Okay, then if all those conditions are fulfilled above, Mika might be necessary. Yeah, poor Mika. They did him dirty. They could have at least made him a good Eula support, but instead he's just like he has a really... The major issue, in case anyone's not aware, with Eula with Mika, even though I think their intention with his design was to be used with Eula, was... Eula likes to be... oftentimes Eula players, for like optimal rotations, will swap out of Eula early, sacrifice a little bit of burst damage in favor of like shortening the rotation time, which functionally increases your DPS over multiple rotations. But if you swap out early, his buff goes away. So her burst has to land when his buff is working on her on-field, so you have to stay on-field with her for the full duration, which can functionally not be that much of a DPS improvement if you are in a team where shortening her burst... I went to the wrong... I'm in a different area now. Okay. So yeah, let's... Now that we left Chen Yu Vale, let's just go here. Use this opportunity. See, yeah. Physical Rosaria, Raiden, Zhongli, Mika. I will try it again. I will try Physical Rosaria again when we get C6 Rosaria, which, at the rate I've been getting Rosarias at on this account, despite her being the first polearm character we got, it might be a while, but it's probably going to take a banner for her being on that makes sense to wish on, but, you know, I will... When she shows up again, I will at least wish for C4, because C4 will be nice. The energy refunding is... It's energy. So, you know, less ER means more damage. But... can be... I don't know, it's not going to be... You know, it's probably not going to be a team I'd go back to using a lot, right? But it'd be worth trying again for the funsies, because, you know, physical can be fun in its own right sometimes. It's been so long since you just caught my stream. Life happens sometimes. Feels good to be back. Welcome back, Kiania. Thank you for joining. So, he does make Eula feel nicer to play. That's true, that's true. I haven't actually tried Mika. I have Eula on my main account, but I don't have Mika leveled up. I think I do have Mika now, actually. I think I got him win pulling for Eula. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, attack speed is something that makes her feel nicer, but doesn't necessarily increase your DPS. But feel is important. I am very much someone who says that all the time, so yeah, you're not wrong. That is relevant. He's not a useless character, particularly with Freedom's Resistance now, but what did they do? So, just some of his buffs are not even that strong. And then what is with... Does this look overexposed to you? It looks very overexposed to me for some reason. Like, what in the world? Why is it so bright? I feel like something's going on with some goofiness they did with new graphics things in the last couple patches. And those rocks are a little bit too glowy. Anywho's. Which 4-star polearms do you not have at C6? I think it's just Rosaria and Toma, right? Yeah, Toma's C1. And you are... Yeah, I got his C6 randomly from Standard Banner or something a while ago. Freaking C2 Xiao. See, imagine... I can't... Remember both of these Xiaos were early too? I cannot believe how many earlies we've gotten lately. Imagine if, you know, one of these Xiaos was an early, you know, we'd be at C6 already. Anyways, in hindsight, since now that I'm going for C6 Arlecchino, probably wasn't worth going for. Like we would already have gotten, you know, to the C6 pity equivalent if I had the wishes that I had spent on C6 Yao. But C6 Yao has been actually more relevant than I thought it would be. Like I was really not sure if it was worth it, but I wanted it anyways to not have to worry about it in the future. And yeah, so yeah, just those two, I think. I didn't miss anyone, right? Shiver C6. Here, yep, just her. So Tomos would be nice, but not necessary. Rosaria's would be quite nice. C4 and C6. If I get it, I will try our physical build again, because why not? And yeah, okay. Did I craft my things? I did. Okay. Let's go farm a couple artifacts. You've been able to 36-star Abyss with Hypercarry Lisa and Hypercarry Eula with Eula on Raiden Mikashin, huh? Nice. Yeah, and if it's enough to clear the content in the game, and it makes her feel nicer, then in some ways that's almost more important. But also at the same time, why didn't they just make his buff work from outfield? Like, good God, would it have been that bad? I think C6 Tome is good for Arlecchino. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. It's just the main context I can think of really needing to use Toma in, where is like if I want a shielder, which is relevant, but Zhongli is wanted for another team. But Chivalrous teams, like they'd have to like make a really specific Abyss that's very anti-Chivalrous for me not to use a Chivalrous team, and a Chivalrous team can use Toma and comfortably use Toma without having his stuff. Like Chivalrous teams are plenty high enough DPS that I don't need the DPS increase from having Toma. Even if I want a shielder, right? It's just not that necessary. And then outside of the context of Chivalrous teams, if like I am using Zhongli somewhere else, and then I'm doing, I don't know, an Arlecchino team, right? It's just like, I don't know. I just don't think it's like relevant anymore at this point. It would have been relevant earlier on. It would have been relevant 6 months ago, before I got Raiden Constellations, before Chivalrous existed. But just not anymore. It wouldn't be useless to have. I will probably try to get C2 if he shows up on a banner at all. Although, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna watch actually our damage numbers here and see if I notice anything meaningfully different on echoes. I hope you get C2 Arlecchino. I was saying you might be a little bit out of the loop. I've technically gotten C2 twice at this point. That is what C5 is the equivalent of, right? Yeah, because you need 3 Arlecchinos, or yeah. Shao C4 is the most useful constellation. True, I will try to get that next time. All it takes is a couple more early Shaos. I feel like, I don't know, in this domain it feels like it's Echoes is performing worse. I don't know why. Also, I still haven't gone to the bathroom, by the way. Well, I think I had a thought earlier where I was like, I want to put on a song or something to keep people engaged while I go to the bathroom. But I don't have a playlist ready that I'm confident is not just going to be like, no, all copyright. So, not that it matters that much, I guess. You know what? I think I didn't use her hold. Whoops. You need to use her hold for the attack buff. I don't know. This feels almost the same as 2-piece in this domain, at least, if not worse. But I also might just be playing worse. I'm not paying that much attention. So, yeah, I'll have a song I can play. I'm pretty sure it'd be copyright. Maybe it wouldn't be. I don't know. Maybe the person didn't copyright it because it's a song on YouTube. That is... What? Why? This is... Okay. This is the second 4-line double crit with another good stat on it that I've gotten in the Burning set. And then I just got this as an additional... Okay. Thanks, game. I appreciate it. The double crit is good. It's still a good 2-piece set, right? Yay.
No escape. Hands where I can see 'em.
Okay.
To oblivion.
Yay. Ow. Just saying. Oh, anyways, I have a funny song that I want to play, but it's like it's a song that a YouTube channel made. And therefore I don't know if it's copyright. So you know what? I think. Thanks. Thanks for the burning artifacts. Did I get like a single of the Bond of Life set even? Burning Arlecchino. I mean, look, I could potentially do Burning Arlecchino, to be clear, but I don't wanna. Like, it's not a team I'm gonna use consistently. It's gonna be a team like this. This might be a team, to be clear, that I use against the Inquisitive Baptist because it has so much element coverage that that's kind of what you need against the Inquisitive Baptist. It's all the element coverage to get through the elemental shields. So I might use this team, and it's probably capable enough, but. And you know, you have Pyro and Dendro, so it will have burning. So, you know, technically they can be used. Yay. Yay. Okay. Yep. To be fair, the last burning, do I still have it? I don't think I did. The other 4-line piece that I got rolled poopy. Also, I've gotten other multiple single line crit pieces with other good stats and squat all for the other set, so you know, thanks. Okay, whatever. It's relatable. You can always cope with relatability. I got this. Ooh. See, I leveled up this. Use. Burning kind of sucks without Nahida. It's yep, of course. Yep, gotta have a third good line on that, and a max roll too. Gotta. All right, you know, and let's get another double crit piece in this set too because. It'd be funny. Nope. Bye. I mean, maybe I should keep that because it has 3 good lines, but it's a 3-line. I think it's fine to throw it away. Especially with that other double crit ER piece. And give me crit damage. Okay, good. Throw it away. Alright. Have I gotten any good flowers too? Can I get a 4-piece burning set going today? Maybe. I got all these. Why? Why? Look at all the capable burning pieces I'm getting. I think did I get a goblet too? No, it was a Geo goblet. Okay, yeah. I think I did get a Pyro goblet in the burning set on my main account though, if I recall. Yeah, look at all the crit circlets. Look at all the crit circlets. Yeah, I mean, to be clear, I did get a crit circlet in this set, but it rolled. I got this, which is. But I kept it just in case the 4-piece bonus with cope stats is better than whatever other things I have, but I'm gonna guess not. Anyways, let's level up this piece. Bam. Bam. Yep, that's probably gonna be a pretty good artifact. Well, I'll take it. You know, again, it can be usable 2-piece. I use 2-piece all the time on this count. Nice. Okay, max roll even. The crit damage rolls are obviously a bit low roll, but hey, it's fine. Can it even? I think they were low roll enough. I don't even know this can be 40 CV. I don't really know or care enough because it doesn't really matter. As long as it doesn't go into defense, the stat value is insanely high. Okay, well the stat value is still very high, but thanks for the troll game. All right, now I don't know. That went from really good off piece even to like. Now it's an okay on-set piece for the standards of this account. It's a good piece in general, especially for a normal account. But this account is not gonna have as much need for that. But genuinely, it might actually get used on. It might get used on Chevris. Okay. It might get used on Chevris because. You know, okay. Because Chevris likes two-piece combos. She doesn't have any obvious like 4-piece set that's better enough to be worthwhile. Watch it be crit damage again. Man. Man. What? Really? Imagine that was the right set. Thanks, game. I'll take it. To be clear, it will probably be a useful artifact, in some form. Like, you know, it now has the most, like, this piece is competing with it, obviously. But it also has an EM role. So, like, again, Chevreuse, right? Or Sino, I don't know, right? I can probably find a use for that artifact. And in fact, I'll probably find a use for this one even. Although now, I mean, I guess it's less likely I find a use for that one now that I have this. But... just like if either one was the Bond of Life set, I'd be like, yeah, let's freaking go. But nope. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It'll only take me 2 months to get an equivalent piece on the set I actually care about. It's fine. See, I'd be much happier about this, by the way, on my main account, because part of the reason I actually decided to farm on my main account is because I do burgeon stuff much more often on my main account, which means burning is happening, which means this set can be used on a number of units potentially. Like one meme video idea I had is like trying to make a team that uses only this burning artifact set, which will take forever because I need a lot of the artifacts to do that, right? I need 16 of them that are at least okay. So, you know, this would have been great for my main account for that stupid video idea, but instead, no, gotta give them on the account where they're less useful. Thanks, but hey, two-piece combos, it's fine. It's fine, especially because we're gonna get, you know, we gotta continue the luck train here. We're gonna get another 40 CV piece. Sad. I was just gonna stay silent and hope that it rolled 40 CV. I'm gonna use all my fodder. See, what I'm doing now is I'm using all my fodder, and then I'll have no fodder tomorrow, and I'll get a good piece tomorrow on the set I actually care about. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep. Okay. Well. I got some decent two-piece combos in this set now. Imagine, just imagine, like, this could, like, I'm not kidding. If those were the right sets, right? If that was the right set, like, this piece and this piece, even though they're not great, in combination with a good offset goblet, would have been good enough to have a good 4-piece build on this set with Arlecchino that would be worth using if they were the Bond of Life set. Like, I'm glad to get good artifacts, especially, like, on a set. Like, I'm glad at least there's a 2-piece bonus that's usable for this account. And now I can, like, do like, I did actually have the problem where I was trying to figure out, because of the fact that, like, Arlecchino is using, and Sino are using, like, artifacts right now for, like, 2-piece combos or 4-piece combos. Like, the Echoes pieces were useful for 2-piece combos. So, you know, this does open up some options for more 2-piece combos for Chevreuse. I'm using Xinyan as like a Chevreuse placeholder mostly, for like a loadout, basically. But anywho, so it's good. It's good to get more artifacts like that, but also, come on, could you give me the set I want, please, please? Well, okay, it's very funny that the literal first artifact I leveled up immediately 35 CV plus 3 other good stats. Like, this is a ridiculous artifact. All right then. Well, thanks, game. Appreciate it. Oh, Jesus Christ. So burning set stacks work for non-burning teams. What do you mean? The stacks, I mean, okay, so technically this says goofy. I guess you could conceive of using it for like some speedrun shenanigans, right? Wherein, because it says after 3 seconds, after leaving combat for 3 seconds, damage dealt increased by 50%. In combat, if no burning opponents are nearby for more than 6 seconds, this damage bonus will decrease. So technically, right, if your Rosaria is off field for 3 seconds, she'll have 50% damage bonus, just always, right? In this example, until 6 seconds pass, no burning happens. It lowers by 10%, goes to 40%, and then another 6 seconds goes to 30%, goes to 20%, goes to 10%, goes to 0. Right? That's how this works. So it does mean at like the start of an Abyss Chamber, for example, you would have 50% damage bonus, and then like at the end of your first rotation, you would go down to like 20% damage bonus, right? So if you are clearing Abyss Chambers in 30 seconds, or like a rotation, so like 30 seconds or less, basically, then, so if you're a speedrunner, that's what we like doing, is trying to clear it as fast as possible. This set actually could be usable without burning. That is actually an interesting thought. It's not something I care about for it, but, you know, that is something you can do. So, anywho's. Yes, for 6 seconds, even without burning, you have 50% damage. That sounds good, yes. As long as the character spent 3 seconds off field. So, you know, yes. But anyways, that would actually go in line with my idea of actually using the burning set on all characters on a team and seeing how good it is. It unironically might, even without Burgeon, might function surprisingly well with higher investment. So, anyways, I'm almost there on my Polearm account. I don't know. It would be funny to just put Arlecchino on the burning set because I get a cracked burning set before I get good pieces of the other set, and then just always leave her on the burning set even when it doesn't make sense, just for the memes, because, you know, is it really going to matter considering I might end up having C6? Is the exact artifacts going to matter? Probably not. So, anyways. Good lord. Okay. I was going to do the quest, the Chenyaville quest, this stream, but I'm already at like 3 hours, and I need to go to the bathroom. I was going to play that song, but I just realized I've been at 3 hours. Or am at 3 hours in my stream. It is a quest. It is a quest to stream, to grind, to get C6 Arlecchino. We got C5 this stream, somehow. And then it took me 2.5 hours to grind, like, 2 wishes. So, you know, progress. I'll probably make more progress today. Off camera is my current thinking. Do you guys want to see me? I mentioned the Arlecchino team, the unrelatable, very high investment Arlecchino team I'm using right now on my main account. I can go show that if you guys want. But anyways, with C6 Arlecchino could be a very strong nuke set. Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, I mean, to be clear, stat for stat, it's still going to be like equivalent to her own artifact set. It's not like it's that good, right? If this was like 100% damage bonus that started ramping down, actually genuinely compelling for shenanigans like that, I think. It's not really that compelling at 50%. With the tier of other artifact sets we have in the game nowadays, but hey, you know what? I don't know. It'll be worth trying, particularly if I end up getting crit damage piece. What do I have? I mean, this is actually potentially usable. I'm not gonna level that right now. You know, for the funsies though, why not continue this train? No, I thought it was gonna be crit right. I was so confident for a second. Okay, try this one. I'll leave the other one, since it's a 4-line with attack percent and ER. Freaking knew it. See? Oh, good God. Do I have a timepiece too? I have an EM timepiece. Okay, not what I would normally use. I swear to God if this rolls double crit. Okay, it didn't. I'm still going to keep that. I don't know if I'll need it, but I'm going to keep it. Oh, I do have an attack percent timepiece. Frick, it's only got a single crit line. Oh, frick. I can actually do... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. The ER is not that good on this account, particularly because I have C4, but it has crit anyways, and it's apparently going to roll entirely into crit. So... What is this day? What is this day becoming as far as artifact luck? Pulling luck. Okay, wow, I didn't roll crit. What a world. It's already a good circle. It doesn't even matter. I don't have a single crit damage circlet with this much crit rate on my main account. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. What is happening? Okay, I guess I'm leveling up this timepiece. Oh, good God. I swear to God, if this rolls 30% crit damage. I don't have any fodder left. I mean, I have bottles. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't. I actually just fucking can't. Okay, I mean, not a bad roll, but... Wow, it didn't go... Wow, it's not 30% crit damage. What a world. Wow, with Thanos. Okay, it's actually kind of trash. That's gonna get thrown away. But... I can do 4 pieces. Oh my God, what does this look like? Probably try this first. So we're gonna be low on crit rate, but we have a crap ton of crit rate from our circlet and a crap ton from the goblet. So... Why? Why? How? It's not great. The crit rate is sad. Like this build needs crit rate on this piece, on the timepiece. But how? How did I just immediately go from like... Imagine this was the other set. Just imagine for a moment this was the other set. How close this would be to a cracked as frick build on the other set. Oh my God, I'm genuinely kind of... I can't believe it. Oh my God. Okay, well... Guess we're gonna go test it. Ow. What happened? Weapon has crit rate. Yeah, wait, is she not using her weapon right now? Yeah, she is. Yeah. So that's with her weapon, right? Oh my God. Like, if this was the build I had on the Bond of Life set, I would be using the Bond of Life set right now. It's good enough that I would use it. What the frick? I should probably use this, by the way, for the extra... Well, actually, it's barely any extra crit. It's not even worth it. I don't even think... Yeah, we're just gonna stick to this for the memes. How much I have no idea how much damage this is gonna be. I don't even know what she got in this. This team does too many damage numbers. It's too hard to see what's going on. So I don't even know what Arlequino got in this team before. I have no idea what's gonna happen here as far as her damage. I don't need to actually get Yayo's burst ups. It's fine. Oh boy. What is this world?
Let's do this thing.
How do you think Jeff would feel about this Arlequino build? She's not triggering vaporizes, which is not that surprising. Yeah, it's definitely not that surprising. Let's get Candace up because well, let's try this again, but with energy more proper. Okay. Okay. So, let's... I don't want you over there. Can you? Thank you. Okay. Do this. Do this.
There is no escape.
Like, this is theoretically the ideal build for this, like, with a little bit better timepiece, right? This is... Oh God. Yeah, okay. No, it's fine.
I'm too hot to...
Liam's just a butthole. He spawns all kinds of crap on the ground. I just fought him instead of Rocky because he spawns... Or he spawns a lot of crap on the ground, but he's less of a butthole with his movement patterns and whatever. Yeah, I don't know. She was not triggering vapes, which is not surprising. I didn't expect her to in that context, because Candace's Hydra Aura ends up being consumed, triggering other reactions most of the time. But yeah. It's not even that bad. Yeah, I wish, man, I kind of wish imagine I had just done the collaboration with the Jeff tomorrow, and I could have had this build on him, and he would have just been like, what? Yeah. What a world. Okay. I love RNG sometimes. Genuinely, it's friggin' hilarious. It's just funny. It's fine. It's not gonna make a difference for like whether Arlecchino feels functional or not to me. I didn't mean to do a thing there. I'm gonna worry about that puzzle not now. Yeah, just okay. So now what we're gonna do though is we're gonna check the front loaded aspect, right? That someone mentioned in chat before, where like you do get the damage bonus, right? So we'll have 50% damage bonus up on this set, as long as Arlecchino's off field for 3 seconds. So we're gonna use her skill, right? Go off field, switch back to her. But I'm just gonna use it with she even has 105 EM, by the way. Like it's even like, oh my god, it's like a really well balanced build. Just convert this timepiece to an ideal timepiece, and it's an extraordinarily good build. Like literally, just take this ER roll, put it into the flat HP, and turn the flat HP into crit, and turn it into like 10% crit rate. Bam! Literally near perfect build. Other than the fact that it's this set. So, but anyways, she should get the damage bonus. Right? You do E, switch her off field, and then do the other team's things. That should be 3 seconds. She'll have the 50% damage bonus. Without doing burning, right? But then it's just gonna fall down every 6 seconds. So, but being that her damage is front loaded anyways, and C6 might make her damage so high that her damage is gonna be so high in front loaded context, like it might end up clearing chambers in 30 seconds, like in fast enough times that it might genuinely be compelling to use this set in other teams. In that context, like let's see what happens. And we're gonna go fight Vivian for the maximum damage possible. What if burning jungling? What if indeed? Okay, Vivian's gonna be a bit of a butthole, by the way, but it's fine because we just need to see a little bit of damage. Also, our Bond of Life is cheating a little bit too, but it's fine. There's an Oculus there. I should probably get it. I'll probably get it at some point soon. TM. Okay. Do this. I didn't mean to press that button, it's fine. Yep, 120k, nice. Oh god, okay. Ah, I thought I could. My goal is to get skill out and then burst. Yep. I mean, that shows an expectation of what an equivalent build will look like with her actual artifact set. To be clear, that was, I had the res shred going. I would normally obviously not be vaping in this team. So I guess let's go check what the non-vape context is. C5, up to now we've had, on the character banner, we've had about 470 wishes, I think. Okay. There's also things here. Oh wait, this is the challenge, by the way, I mentioned earlier in this stream. It's so awful. It's probably a common chest. Like, you just use a bow character and you get it done immediately. But Polearms Only, like, I can like do, one. I missed. I can do one shot timed right that can trigger all 3 of those, but then it spawns another like 3, and then there's 6. So like, and it's a time limit. So I haven't tried to complete it yet. Maybe I'll try to complete it after checking this here. All right. So Burning Zed Arlecchino against Rocky. She has 2700 attack. Her damage is gonna fall off like a cliff as soon as like the burning reaction doesn't stop, right? So we'll see. We'll try to do multiple rotations. Hopefully not die. I might go fight Liam instead, but they're both buttholes. Wait, you know what? I could put Toma in the... Okay. Frick. Do I have... waypoints? I don't want to run here again. Can I use during combat? Frick! Okay. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Actually, I'll get energy from you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Thank you. Okay. Put a waypoint. And then let's use Toma to die slightly less.
Let's get out there and mix.
Okay. Mika can hit them too, yes. Yeah, no, I think I can do it. I don't think it's that much a problem. It's just one of those examples of Flint's. It's annoying enough, it's probably not worth the 2 Prima gems I get from it, right?
The tea can wait.
Oh, on cooldown.
Overrule. Shine down. Fire it up.
I got you covered.
Justice will prevail. Final kill.
Why is it so low? Does the burning set not work like its phrase should? Maybe they should be higher. Right? No, it seems like it is working, right? No, it doesn't show. It doesn't show its damage bonus. I'm having a stroke. That's just the C6 Cheverus bonus being reflected there, I think. Like that seems low. Like that seems lower than my 2 piece was getting.
Transfixed.
Why?
There is no escape.
I mean, I did lose a small amount of damage bonus from not having Shungling, but I also gained damage from having Noblesse on Toma. So that shouldn't really be that relevant of a factor.
Illusion shattered.
Don't get too close. Support
Hmm.
fire.
You asked for it. Drop your weapons.
I'm getting more damage now. What is happening? Now I shouldn't have the damage bonus going. Is it because she didn't start combat while off-field, maybe? I need to make sure I have energy back.
Stop right there.
Fire it up.
Okay. Burning teams, it can be a decent option, but burn is niche. Yeah, I know. I'm just testing it because of the fact that theoretically we should be able to start with her skill, switch her off field. Yeah, that counts as leaving combat, right? Or no, maybe no. Leaving combat has to just be not in combat in general, which means okay, that's probably part of the reason. Cause, So I don't think this works as well as I thought it would, because she has to do her skill, right? It basically she spends like 10 seconds off field before actually switching. Not 10 seconds, but like say 6 seconds off field, so she's immediately starts with 40% damage bonus. It's still not bad. Like I feel like it still should have been better. So I'm curious if it's actually working. I am not sure. I feel like the visual indicator here going on must be for this artifact set, so it must be working. I assume. I don't know.
The tea can wait.
Check this out. Here's back.
Justice will prevail. Drop your
Yeah, like it's not getting that meaningful damage. Like it shouldn't be at 0% damage. Based on how it's phrased to work, it shouldn't be at like 0% damage bonus yet. Alright, let's switch back to Echoes. We're just in testing mode now. We're making good progress on farming, I know. Okay. Ooh, no, not that. I think this. And then... I can't believe I have 3 cracked artifacts in this set immediately. Why? Why? It's almost a wonder that the timepiece didn't roll 30 crit damage too. Okay. Blam. There we go. Okay, so this is Echoes. Right. More crit rate, less crit damage, more attack. Like the set bonus should have been functioning for a few seconds, right? Like at least for like 1 rotation, we should see pretty meaningful damage. But I think this is going to get more damage, which is weird, and that tells me that set wasn't functioning. Like it just wasn't working like the way it says it can work, which means they might have some kind of check going on. Like, it might actually require the burning reaction starting at all, which is not how it says it works, though, right? It says, after not being in combat, you just have 50% damage bonus, and then when combat starts, it starts to check for burning, And if it doesn't see burning, then it decreases by 10 seconds every 6 seconds, or by 10% every 6 seconds. And when it sees burning, it will increase it by 10% until it reaches 50% if it's not at 50%. And it triggers off field. So like it should have been working at the start of combat, right? But it didn't seem like it was. But we'll see here. Maybe I'm just smoking and
The tea can wait.
expecting higher numbers than I realistically was going to get.
I got you covered.
Hands where I can see 'em. Final warning.
Yeah, see? Like I'm getting, it's dropping off obviously as I get lower bond of life, but that was higher numbers from 4-piece echoes. Like it looked like to me that the 4-piece bonus was not functioning at all. Okay, apologies, please. Genuine, like this is something that should be fixed. I don't know in what world. Oh, it decreases by 10% per second after every 6 seconds. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay, my bad. Yep, my bad. Okay, yeah, no, it's kind of shit then. Don't use it. I thought you could use it for speedrun shenanigans, but Mihoyo hates everyone, apparently, so I forgot, my bad. Mihoyo hates fun. That's what I gotta always assume. Frick. Okay, yeah, that's why. Alright, that was a 15-minute distraction for me not reading the words per second, because I got distracted by the 6 seconds. I just assumed like, okay, it does checks every 6 seconds, and it does checks every 6 seconds, but it increases per second by 10%, or decreases if it doesn't see burning. Okay, so yeah, don't use it when you don't have burning going on. Wow, surprise! It's also start of combat, not on field. Well, it says the trigger for the 4-piece bonus is after leaving combat. That's why it's weird, which is a weird trigger, right? That's why I was not sure exactly on how that was specifically functioning. So, yeah, it specifically says after leaving combat. And it says in combat, it starts the check, right? The checking thing starts in combat, but the damage bonus starts after leaving combat, which is weird. But yeah, unfortunate. That could have been genuinely an interesting set option for just speedrunning. But no. I will still keep these artifacts, to be clear. Again, like, I got like some really good options, like ridiculous piece. Obviously, especially like heavy crit rate substat piece in conjunction with heavy crit damage piece. Nice combo, right? And then this piece too, like and then somehow this piece too. And somehow this didn't roll entirely into crit damage. I don't know what god I angered to not get this to roll 30% crit damage too. You know, I know that I was asking for a lot, but apparently that's what should have happened. I'm joking, obviously, but like, what the frick? So, anyways, I'll keep the artifacts, and I genuinely might actually use that on her or on other characters, in that team I showed before. But like, weird. That's all I can say. Can I check your Arlecchino? I'm probably not going to. Sorry. I might do. I don't know. I haven't done build review streams in a while. The reason I have is just because they're really annoying to like get submissions for and pick and choose, and it just like fills chat with people spamming like UIDs, and then the YouTube like blocks UIDs, and it's just really awkward. And the things I say are usually always the same. Like, okay, you might want to try to get a slightly better crit ratio that's like more balanced towards 1 to 2. Don't forget to like, oh, this piece only has like 20 CV. Don't forget to not undervalue like your attack percent stats, your ER, and etc, etc. So like, I don't know. Arlecchino's pretty simple. Just like whatever artifacts you currently have, right? Put your existing best 2-piece combos on her, I'd say. And if you have some 4-piece sets that might function on her, which is like echoes, for example, you know, try her with those 4-piece combos. And then if you're getting the new artifact sets, try her with the new artifact set or whatever you have. Compare it to your 2-piece combos, your best thing you have available that has the highest amount of crit. She doesn't usually need any ER other than like it's nice to have a little bit potentially, but she does not really need any ER. And yeah, she might need a little bit of ER if you want to burst consistently in some team contexts, but generally speaking, no. So Yeah, 4-piece Glad. Yeah, almost forgot about 4-piece Glad. Yes, 4-piece Glad should be better than 2-piece combos most of the time for most players. But it also is something you probably like. This account just has never gotten certain good pieces in Glad. Like I have some good Gladiator pieces because I have farm bosses, right, and gotten Gladiator pieces. But like, I mean, that piece might roll double crit, right? But like this piece is just it's pretty good. It's nothing crazy. And then there's like that's ridiculous, but like that's not useful around like and then just no attack percent piece, right? Have some good circlet options, but and no onset gauntlet, right? So I don't have the ability to do 4-piece. Actually, I mean, nope. Do not have the ability to do 4-piece gladiators. So if that rolled double crit, I would have leveled it up. Nope, sad. I'll keep that just in case I really want to test it, but anywho's. Let's, yeah. How's your exploration? Oh, no. I mean, I got distracted. I mean, I mostly I need to drink water. Mostly did exploration in Chenyville, and apparently only got to 40%. I wibble wobbled all around, like, this section of Chenyville. I think today I'm going to continue doing some Chenyville. Well, actually, today I'm going to do a mix of, I think, just let Fontaine story quests go in the background while I do other crap. And then if I actually want to play more, like actually play the game, not just like tab into it occasionally and let it autoplay through quests, I'm going to do more Chenyville exploration. So anyways, I think I'll go to my main account very quickly here. I don't have anything to do on my main account other than show that the unrelatable Arlecchino build with Burgeon, which is currently the most fun one I have, but again, it's quite unrelatable. Mostly because of the Raiden build. That also the Raiden build is what makes it start to make sense, the hybrid Raiden build, because now you're doing a dual DPS team. So anyways, let me go show that quick, and then I need to go to the bathroom, and I'm just going to end the stream to go to the bathroom. That's the wrong button. Turtle. Blam. Do I have a full Lava Walker set? I don't think I do. That's a good question, though. Might be worth checking. Caps lock is on. Hello. Okay. I really need to go to the bathroom. I should I need to end this freaking stream. Or should have taken a break an hour and a half ago when I said I needed to go to the bathroom. It's fine. New set work with a Burn Melt Rosaria? Yeah, it should. Burn Melt stuff is probably one of the relevant contexts for it. I don't know, Burn Melt Risley could be interesting with it too. I don't know. I think there's a number of interesting things that you can do with the set. I really wish the set was not just damage bonus though, because like initially when we had rumors in beta, before the beta actually came out, so we knew what the set was going to be. Am I at the same location, by the way? I think I logged out in my main account in the same location I was on my Polearm account. That's funny. Probably because I was doing something with Rocky here too. But anyways, the what was it saying? Is that a snapping turtle? Yes, it is a common snapping turtle. I just had a stroke. I just completely dropped what I was saying. Someone's gonna have to remind me. Yep, I have no idea what I was saying. All right, yeah, my brain is ceasing functioning. I need to take a break. Oh boy, I have a standard wish. Where'd I get that from? I have no idea. But it's going in the toilet. And the toilet is the standard banner, which is kind of a toilet. But anyways, so yeah, this build. Let's go condense my resin quick. This build. Rolling artifacts is the worst part of this game. I mean, for me, it's the true dopamine. No, I actually don't get that much dopamine hit from artifacts anymore. Other than when things go really weird, like what just happened. That was like getting that many good artifacts in the burning set in a sequence was like a 1 in 10,000 experience kind of thing, and that's just hilarious. But I just find it funny because of how unlikely it is kind of thing. But you know, the individual like, oh, getting a 40 CV piece doesn't even matter anymore, because I have realized at this point how unnecessary it is. Like the difference between having a 30 CV versus a 40 CV is just like not what makes characters functional or not, right? So, anywho's, here's the build. She's 966 and Staff of Homa, right? Has 200 EM. And the balance here is basically doing hybrid Raiden with Staff of Scarlet Sands. How do you auto story quests? I mean, you have it running in your background on your computer while you work on other things. You just click the auto button, enter a sequence of dialogue, and then have the volume low, but listen for when dialogue ends so that you know when you can go and click on a dialogue option. So, anywho's, yeah. What was I? Oh yeah. So Raiden C1 doesn't matter. Yeah. Weird hybrid build with EM crit artifacts on Raiden here. But Raiden, right? One of the problems that Virgin Arlecchino has is her needing to burst reliably. And if you watched my Virgin video on her, you saw that issue. Raiden solves her ER. Like she goes from, you know, when she's solo pyro, she has some ER needs. That would vary depending on the exact team context, but enough that it's like you would want some ER, and it can be annoying, but it's still like weirdly variable, because like with Virgin you don't always have to burst. It's just when you need to heal. Like you need to have your burst up when you need your burst up. So it's like good to have the ER, but you don't want to like be like build 40 ER, right? And 40 ER is annoying. Raiden, at least this amount of ER. I don't even think I have a build that has less ER than this that has a balanced stat spread. She just has that much ER. Raiden, using Raiden's burst refunds her energy enough to be able to burst consistently every rotation if need be. And then she can use MH, right? So idea is she's a crit damage ascending character with Staff of Homa. She can use MH, and I've got good enough artifacts now that I'm using attack, EM, crit. It might be better to not do EM, timepiece, or goblet still. She does trigger vape in this context, but I do have a Yelan C2, which is increasing her Hydra application to be similar to like Xingqiu Hydra application. So this might require for like, you know, it doesn't have Yelan C2, you might actually have to do Xingqiu to be able to get vapes consistently, but it's not necessarily a downside even, because Xingqiu also makes her more survivable, but I like using Yelan because damage bonus. So Yelan is on a Noblesse build right now. It's not a very good Noblesse build or anything. Just to buff attack a little bit more, and then Raiden's on her hybrid build. So the dynamic here is basically shorten Arlecchino's rotation, because her damage is front loaded anyways, right? Like, so it's something like the first 70% of damage is in less than like, or 70% is a weird amount, but like if Arlecchino can spend 10 seconds on field, right? If she spends 10 seconds doing her normal attack infusion damage on field, 70% of the damage is in like 50% of the time on field, right? So that means it's not as bad as it normally would be compared to, like, you know, swapping out early on Hu Tao, for example. It's not that bad to just end being on field with her early in favor of spending field time on another on-field unit that also has weird, like, short but not like super short on-field time. So the balance is like trying to figure out how long you want to spend on Arlecchino, how long you want to spend on Raiden. Raiden refunds Arlecchino's burst, and Raiden on her hybrid build wants Dendro and Hydro anyways. So, you know, this team has a really fun dynamic, basically. Let me go, we'll just show against Rocky, I suppose. It is kind of a math problem. That's Genshin in general. This is the last time I'm doing this stream. Okay, so I need to refund energy real quick. Let's just do that. Yes, just to get conked by him. And do that. Miss 80k there, and then something like switch to Raiden. Oh, I didn't use her burst to start. I should have used her burst to start to show it being refunded, but I'll try to do that now. Your burst is not back, but that's fine. I don't know if I actually finished a full sequence of Raiden. Okay. Do you? So we didn't even take that much damage there, right? It's obviously easy to take damage against this butthole. But look. See, first is back. Right. And it's possible she might still have some ER needs in this team, but it's low enough. Like, that's 2 rolls, right? Like, whoop-de-doo. This is a very, very good build, to be clear. But I don't know. It has a really, it's got a weird dynamic, right? And I really like it, but I don't know how well this would work. Like if you wanted to try this yourself, you could try to emulate it, like the build doing attack EM crit. You don't have to do attack EM crit. You could do EM timepiece attack goblet. The goal is just to have a good balance of attack and EM, and attack timepiece versus EM timepiece versus goblet doesn't really matter. You can probably do pyro still. It'll probably be fine. Just having a good chunk of EM might be relevant because she is triggering a meaningful amount of transporter reactions, but it's not enough so to be worth doing. But I don't know. You saw like she got 80k vapes in there, right? And if C2 Elon isn't enough to get vapes, Xingqiu should be able to enable her to get vapes too, right? And then she's triggering Burgeons, she's triggering potential overloads. I don't know if she's actually triggering that many overloads or if Raiden is triggering the overloads. I'd have to like actually analyze the aura that's on enemies and whatever. But then you saw it switches to Raiden, so I do like 2 normal attack sequences, switch to Raiden, and then do Raiden burst, blam, rinse and repeat, right? I don't know, it rotates really satisfying to me, but this also is a team that its damage performance does quite heavily rely on just how weird and enjoyable Hydra Raiden is, with her EM crit build. So it's not something I can recommend per se. Right, if we switch to Dragon's Bane on Raiden, this is probably, and then switch to a crit rate circlet. This is probably the closest I could get to. Oh god, I don't have a frick. It's probably the closest I could get to. She's not gonna have enough ER. Oh frick. Well, whatever. Let's just switch to a non ER circlet. Right. Switch to that. So this is a hybrid build with, and she probably needs she has an EM main stat, so she probably needs an ER timepiece realistically. So ER main stat. Actually, maybe I can get away with the crit damage. What does it look like? No. No. Just no. Okay, so, you know, right, this is a much more approachable because it doesn't rely on Staff of Scarlet Sounds. So we're doing ER, EM, crit rate, but on Dragon's Bane. And we'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say. Oh, I killed him. Whoops. How's my Kave build? It's basically the same, although he doesn't have his artifacts on right now because I haven't been playing because I'm messing around with other things right now. Life is a math problem. True. All right. Oh yeah. And you're correct. Someone mentioned in the chat, like she keeps her infusion. Yeah, exactly. So if you end Arlecchino's rotation early, she carries over some of her bound of life to the next rotation, right? Which means she's doing higher damage than the start of the next rotation. So you're kind of like saving damage that would have been ending off one rotation and adding it on top of the next rotation a little bit. So that's why the dynamic is interesting. And yeah, it is a weird math problem ultimately. Okay, let's make sure to actually do Arlecchino, do that. I mean, yeah, she's like, yeah. It is expected. Hybrid Raiden is not the same without Staff of Scarlet Sands. E, no, Q. But the I still think it's worth oh my god. I still think it's worth considering trying. But Raiden would just be built mostly on like a normal Hybrid Bloom style build. Oh god. Okay, good. You saw it, right? Like that still wasn't bad. That was still a lot of damage, right? But the I think Raiden, instead of like having this weird like trying to balance crit, ER, and EM, being that a lot of Raiden's damage performance in this team still comes from just like transporter reactions off field, just build her like full EM, but with some ER to make sure she can burst consistently. So like something like EM circlet, EM goblet, and then ER timepiece, right? And then a little bit of ER substats. As long as Raiden can burst consistently on a full EM build, I think that's all that's really important for this team fundamentally, because Raiden does need to be able to burst to be able to refund Arlecchino's ER energy to be able to do good damage or heal consistently. Although she doesn't have to heal every rotation, so it wouldn't be necessary always. So that would be something worth trying if you don't, have the artifacts or desire to try to even farm the artifacts to do weird hybrid build like this. Because like I don't know, that this Dragon's Bane variation, like it wasn't like no crit damage, right? Like she was hitting meaningful talent damage, but I don't know. Generally speaking, when I have like mathed out like hybrid Raiden versus like with Staff of Scarlet Sands versus hybrid Raiden like with Dragon's Bane, the math doesn't work out because you're sacrificing so much transporter reaction damage, or you're sacrificing so much talent damage in exchange, like, or vice versa, right? You're sacrificing so much transporter reaction damage for the talent damage that doesn't actually make sense, or you're sacrificing so much talent damage that doesn't make sense to do the right. So you can try it. I would recommend trying it though, like either on a normal Raiden build or a normal Hyper Bloom build, just with enough ER. And you could literally probably just try like a normal Raiden build, but then just swap one of the pieces on her, or swap to like more EM heavy substat pieces. Like, do I have something like this even maybe, right? Like instead of your typical like high crit value pieces, just swap some of your high crit value pieces for higher EM value pieces. Where the balance is for Raiden in this team when you don't have Staff of Scarlet Sands, I don't know. When you do have Staff of Scarlet Sands is when hybrid Raiden starts to, actually make sense. Without doing it, I'd say it's most likely just pick between either hybrid, either mostly full transformative reaction damage, like your blooms, your overloads, your electro charge, or your talent damage, and just change how you prioritize substats slightly, and that's all that really I think changes. I guess I can simulate that. Let's just test that quick. Let's go to the catch. Let's go to attack timepiece, and let's see. I don't think I have. Well, let's see. Either attack. Yeah, well, here, let's try this. Let's try something weird like this. This is a weird EM heavy piece. This is what I was talking about, right? A weird EM heavy piece in substat because we're doing more transformer reaction damage. And then switch that. This is going to be a weird balance, but okay, still pretty scuff crit ratio still a little bit. If I would use a crit damage circlet on this build if I had a crit damage circlet and emblem that had crit rate substat, like 10% crit rate, because that would put her at like 60-ish% crit rate range. But we'll just stick with the consistent. So this is just a normal Raiden build with a slightly higher priority to EM substats. That's all this is right now. Right. And let's see how this goes in comparison. I'm new. Why Polearms Only? I've done Polearms Only for a long time. Why did I start Polearms Only at the time I started it? Because I saw like Java the Cups Swords Only, and I was like, I had free time because I was in like a month when I was moving back from Washington to Minnesota. I had free time to play the game more and make a video on it, and I made a Polearms Only account because I was like, I like polearm characters. It seems like it'd be fun to start an alternate account with polearms. And then I've kept on going with it. This is not Polearms Only right now, obviously. I'm just talking about some Arlecchino virgin shenanigans that I think are worth trying. Again, like, main difference would be if you're on a normal account, probably need, without C2 Yelan, I think you might need to do Xingqiu to vape consistently. instead
Let's
of
do
my
this
Elon,
thing.
but I don't have energy yet, which is annoying, but oh well. Okay, let's do that. I take a bunch of damage.
Now you shall perish.
Yeah, honestly, it's interesting. Like normally,
Overruled.
heal up.
Transfixed. Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over.
Okay, let's do this. 90k. Yeah, I don't know. The riding. Oh god. Okay, that worked better than I thought it would. Just riding on a normal build, right? So okay, that's my official recommendation then for this team, for a normal account that doesn't have Staff of Scarlet Sands. Honestly, that wasn't that different. I expected that to be worse than it was. So that was just riding on a catch build, technically C1 riding, which is a minor damage increase. Yeah, riding on a catch build with not a very strong catch build either. Like a lot of people have way better riding builds than that. I mean, my Arlecchino build was very good, to be clear. And again, C2 Elon might matter there, so like the team damage goes down a bit, obviously, if you're using Xingqiu instead of Elon, but it also becomes more survivable. But I don't know, you saw like those enemies deal a lot of damage, right? They have a lot of health, they deal a lot of damage to you, and despite Arlecchino's fragility and like the idea of doing burning and whatnot being scary because of the self damage, it enables you to use MH, and I think it's still more than survivable. So this is definitely my favorite. The Raiden Arlecchino core, and then probably Xingqiu instead of Elon, and then probably still want Nahida, but Dendro Travel would probably function still. I don't know. I think that's the most compelling variation thus far, is the Raiden Arlecchino combo. It's really interesting. So, anywho's. So yeah, maybe I should have. I don't know. I definitely should have tested this then. I just thought that the just normal emblem build Raiden was going to be worse there. It was not that bad with a little bit of EM built on her. I guess that makes sense since the team damage. That was just a case of my intuition being wrong. Because like my intuition was wrong because normally when I've tested hybrid Raiden, like Raiden and Dendro teams versus like the hybrid build, with Staff of Scarlet Sands, I've had a circumstance of like it's so much worse that it's like no, I'm gonna do the hybrid build, but that wasn't that much worse as far as total team DPS. That's because we're less reliant on Raiden's damage in general, right? Because it's more reliant on the mix of Raiden and Arlecchino. So I don't know. It's very interesting, and like those enemies have a lot of health. That was 2 rotations, in case you guys didn't know. It's like those 2 rotations against the local legends. So yeah, a very strong build on Arlecchino again. But C0 Arlecchino with Homa, no signature weapon or anything. Abusing the ever-living heck out of MH, to be clear. Like, this is abusing MH almost as much as you possibly can. So, by like, yes, it would be technically ideal to have a bit more crit rate than this, but it's hard for me to get that much more crit rate. And I found it funny to have 300% crit damage on a build I actually liked. So, normally whenever I've been able to hit those kind of crit damage numbers, it's like, oh, 30% crit rate. With MH stacks, it's only like, 66, 70%. But 86% crit rate is, or 85 technically, is right on that balance of like where it's consistent enough for me to like be comfortable with the crit ratio, even if it's unoptimal. And yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And she can be used for interesting things like that. So I don't know. As I play around this team, or maybe I will make a dedicated this team, but I don't know how to structure it, because in hindsight, the fact that Raiden just on a normal Raiden build worked so well there, I definitely should have tested that in the Bertrand Arlecchino video, but I just thought it wasn't going to be that good without Raiden on a hybrid build. My bad. Whoops. I don't know. I have flaws, believe it or not. I thought it was flawless. So anyways, I'm going to put her back on our hybrid build, to be clear. I think the hybrid build was still better, but it wasn't like, oh my god, I need to do it better, right? Compared to the damage increase I've seen from hybrid riding in other team contexts is more significant. As far as the overall team damage, because the overall team damage is more reliant on Raiden's damage contribution. So, interesting. Interesting. So, no, we have not activated. This is a C0 Arlecchino on my main account. With Homa. No, this was just main account shenanigans. C6 Arlecchino grind will continue tomorrow, unless I just feel very not in the mood for streaming tomorrow. So, we'll see. I'm going to do some story quests today, off camera, boring things, and we'll see where we progress to. Hopefully, with the story quests I'm doing tonight and the stuff we grind tomorrow, it should be very easy to get a 10 pull out tomorrow. And then Wednesday is reset day, so we should easily get a 10 pull on Wednesday. So I don't know. My hope is Thursday or Friday we should be able to get to pity and see if we get C6. That's the hope at least. So we'll see. So look forward to that, I suppose. And have a wonderful day.